All right, welcome everybody. We are picking back up with the next part of our espionage game, which is called Frederick Spy Ring. This is going to be part 6. So let's go ahead and continue. Not Survivor 5 Game 6. This is Frederick Spy Ring. That's a save game file I'm using for some of the alternate history scenarios for Season 5 of AI Survivor. So, when the last session, we spent the early turns walking our army back from the right side of the map over to the left side of the map. And then afterwards, we were able to declare war on America and start taking American cities. And we made really good progress in the last session. Basically took out about half of America. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 5 cities left. But usually finishing things off tends to be easier than the initial start because the AI gets weaker, obviously, as they lose cities. So we're going to continue onwards with that. The goal today is probably to finish off America and then take a couple turns to heal up our units and then try to hit Portugal when we have rifles and they do not. That's kind of, I think, the strategy there. Now we have some spies in position to steal techs. We have a steal getting set up over here against Portugal. I'm trying to think what tech we're going to steal here. Also, this is where Portugal's army is located. Let's just get a quick look. So mace, knight, war elephants, more maces, horse archers, pikes, crossbows, a bunch of siege units. All of that will die very easily against rifles and cavs, which is what we'll have hopefully by the time we come up against Portugal. I guess we don't have enough to steal espionage points to steal from him yet. We're getting there. We're getting more points each turn. And the other spy we have is, where is it over here? In the little city surrounded by our culture, which you would think would be cheaper to steal here, but apparently is not. We're going to steal military science there. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's more expensive here because we don't have, because the city's in revolt. Maybe that's causing something weird in the formula. Anyway, we're waiting a couple more turns there anyway. All right, so I think we've got everything set up. Let's keep going. We're getting ready to push on to Washington next. And I had the siege stack. Here's the siege stack getting ready. Probably move the siege stack. Well, just do the next turn. Okay. Hopefully none of our spies get caught. Okay, good. All right. So let's see, what do we want here? We're about to get more health resources, so I don't think I have to prioritize that yet. Do we want the bank or the security bureau? Probably the security bureau, just because we really need to get more espionage points because the techs start getting so expensive to steal. All right, here. Oh, we need to refarm these tiles. That's right. We're in the process of refarming this right now. All right, we got that. Security Bureau. Sounds fine. The front lines have already kind of moved on. All right, now over here. This is the Shrine City, isn't it? Yes, this is the big Shrine City. Okay, so you've got all the multipliers. We've got the... We will need to get Wall Street eventually, but we've got Market Grocer Bank. So next up, I think, is the jail. I think that's the most useful economic building for us. We'll do the library in time, but I think the jail is where we're putting most of our commerce. All right, barracks. You already have a... You've got the espionage buildings so far. Security Bureau? Sure, why not? 33 espionage points from this city. Yeah, you chill for a couple more turns. All right, let's try to do the military stuff first. Yeah, send in the cabs, seriously. All right, so our Great General Healer is currently here, which I think is the right spot for right now. Anyway, the borders did open up, so that's good to see. Like, the bugged out borders did fix themselves. All right, so the healthy units will move forward. We're going to attack Washington next turn. Oh, hey, there's some horse archers and a settler. What WTF is going on there? I mean, so we can just kill that. I was like, why is there a settler here? And now that actually got them this guy another promotion. Okay, let's get the one movers moved up. I moved them here. I'm well aware that that causes them to attack across the. Does that cause them to attack across the river? Hold on. I don't think it. Let's bear map this for a second. I don't think it does actually. I don't think they are attacking across the river there. How many castles did I end up building? I didn't end up building a lot of castles, I will be honest. Doesn't America have to have another city down here? I don't think so. I don't think so, because I know we scouted that. We know we can check this actually. Let's see. So we can see his city list here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, he does have another city because he's got 6 cities remaining, and we don't have his. He must have another city down there. Wow, you're right. He must have a city down there. Okay. Well, we got to send a unit down there to scout that out. There it is. Wow. Okay. Well, that shouldn't be too hard to take. Thanks for spotting that. I did not think he had another city down there. This guy's up to combat 4. I think I'm going to give this person pinch just because we're going to be seeing more units that are gunpowder. Okay, well, there's very little here. Let's just send a small group of cuirassiers that are healed to go take this. It only has 20% borders, so it should be pretty easy. Although I guess they should be going here because then they don't attack across the river. Whoops. Oh well. Heal. Yeah, thanks for spotting that. I seriously didn't think that there was a look. I really didn't think that that was there was another city there. I guess he planted it recently. Also, check this out. This unit's at 1.3 health, and it heals to full in 2 turns. That's really crazy. Let's send one more. I think 5 cuirassiers is enough to take that against longbows. City that's not on a hill and only has 20% defenses. That should be sufficient. Okay. Meanwhile, the rest of these units will come up here. I want one of these units to... Actually, since you've got shock, let's hold... I guess you're still the best person to take this. Horse archer and a catapult. Okay, that's kind of random. I don't really care if the worker gets recaptured. It'll use up an enemy attack. All right, these are all full health units. Okay, let's put... No, that's not what I want. I want shift click. There we go. Let's put 2 of them here just to cover that guy. The rest of you come here. Yeah, that city's not even that well defended, honestly. I probably should have moved this spy first for visibility purposes, but that's okay. These units are almost done healing. The slow movers should probably start moving on San Francisco. I can have reinforcements come after this city. I don't know how well it's defended, but... Yeah, just like start walking towards that city. Let the fast movers more take their time. Just like these muskets that are just like randomly here. Start moving on Philadelphia, because it'll take time to get up there. You too. They can all join together next turn. All right, you heal. 2 muskets is probably okay. Actually, no, this guy should move up. Join the club of random units moving up. One, oh, that tile's not rotated there. That's a shame. All these draftees slowly walking towards the front. All right, so this should go to, we'll go to Black Forest Ham, nice. Where I was hoping the chop would go. It's always weird how that game just like jumps around like crazy in terms of unit cycling. You guys are okay here for the right now. I don't want you to get picked off by a random AI unit, so you guys can hang out here for now. I'll keep you here just back of the front lines in case I need you. Actually, if you're gonna chill, why don't you chill in the city so you don't get randomly picked off? Really could use this road tile roaded. I probably should just have stuck a musket on that tile and then had them road it. It's annoying that there's no road on that tile. All right, more stuff for Black Forest Ham. Chopping Tundra Forests that are just going to do nothing otherwise. Basically, it shaves one turn off to build. Yeah, you whatever. Meanwhile, we can put more lumber mills up. I'm trying to see if there's any places where I still need to add them. I don't see a lot of spots. We kind of have a hole in our territory over here. All right, you just gonna start chilling for a future textile. Again, I have so many units now, it takes a long time to move everything. You guys chop this yet? Okay. So many muskets. All right, so yeah, we need to wait and let that discount build up. You guys are replenishing this farm. And then you can take a look at Hollywood and see if there's anything we want to do here in terms of tile improvements. It's a pretty crummy city. Kind of needs to just farm everything for food. Yeah, that's probably about as good as we can do. Let's try to get you up to the front lines. Get in range to hit Philadelphia next turn, maybe. All right, you are just going to go towards the front lines, I think. Just head in that direction. Portugal only has 2 coastal cities, but it might be useful to have one more frigate, just for a pair of them. All right, lumber mill. You guys built the lumber mill, nice. So let's have you guys come over here and help out. Again, I'm at the stage of the game where there's not a lot for... A bunch of these workers don't really have a ton to do. I will try to remember to draft at the end, yes. That catapult finished healing. Okay, so these guys are full health. All right, so I want these guys to be in position to attack Washington next turn. So move them up for that. Let's see. Yeah, if I move these guys to here, then they can be in range to hit Philadelphia shortly thereafter. I could move, yeah, better to move them through my territory if I can. All right, the medic still needs to heal. All right, everybody else in that city still needs to keep healing. All right, everything except this one unit will be full health next turn. In there. All right, so now Fail Gold Blues doesn't need to be drafted. Let's see where we are in the cycle. All right, so I recently drafted Silver Lining. This is the city. Well, actually, no, this city can be drafted. There's nothing crucial going on here. What tile did we draft off of? There we go. War Weariness. All right. Yeah, it's going to take you a while to get up to the front lines, but you'll get there eventually someday. This was going to be my Jewish monastery city, but I haven't really had a chance to pop out missionaries at the moment. All right. This city I don't want to draft. It's too good of a city. Need to get that jail done, and then I can reassign its specialists. Shrine Time I don't want to draft either. Too strong of a city. This city, though, it's whatever. Let's actually keep you over here, just in case Sitting Bull. He is cautious, so he could declare war on us. Just make sure we have a few more units over there. This city's not that great either. Same deal. I'm hoping to avoid war with Sitting Bull, and let's work that tile. It's a much better tile. Alright, this is pretty good. It's still +5 food. Alright, so we should be able to hit Washington on this upcoming turn. They catapulted an individual musket. Okay, so that's something that happened. Anyway, so we finished a jail here and cold pizza. I think the next economic build is the Banker Security Bureau. We've been emphasizing security bureaus, so let's go for that. Actually getting 70 espionage points a turn here. And captured Shwedagon Paya. So let's see, did that tech come down? It feels like the tech... Wait, did they just use a culture bomb in this city? I think they did use a culture bomb in this city. Holy cow. I believe they just culture bombed this city. Okay, well, I guess that's one thing. Yep, 4,000 culture in here. Well, it's not going to flip now. Great. Oh well. Still very vulnerable to us recapturing someday. Potential win condition is domination. And I think we should be able to achieve that. Alright, Statue of Liberty is down to 10 turns, which will be a big plus for us. So that's pretty annoying, but oh well. Also some... He's not plotting war right now, is he? Alright, no, he's not. We have enough on our hands already. He's just moving these units down here. Okay, so for Sitting Bull, I believe the tech we were going to get from him was military tradition, or was military science, because he's the only one who has that tech. And then with J-Man, I think we were going to steal scientific method. Or no, we can get scientific method from Sitting Bull. I think we're going to take economics, because we don't really care about the castles being obsoleted. And we already have another great spy getting in position here. Yeah. So what techs are on the horizon? Biology will be nice to get. And J-Man's just researching liberalism, which we already have. Can you spy for second revolt? No, it doesn't work that way. That wouldn't flip the city. They don't count towards the counter. Good idea. But... Alrighty, so first of all, this city here. Let's see if we can run this over. Alright, 75% odds. That's not bad, given that full fortified bonus. Alright, well, we just won flawlessly, so... Only 71, but, I mean, we've got like 4 other units that can attack if we fail. But we didn't. We had good luck there. Alright, this is a brand new city that has nothing in it. So it's like, whatever. I will hold off on moving these units. Oh, we got a great general in Fort Porker. Let's just go over to my heroic epic city. Or another. Lead the warrior as a warlord, but no. So now all the units that come out of this city will have will have 3 promotions. Very nice. Okay. So we'll hold off on moving these units until hopefully we capture Washington, and then the borders will disappear, and then they can move much further. Because we'll be able to use those roads. Also, this worker was not captured back, by the way. Kind of weird. Alright, so we're going to... Do we really need to use collateral here? I don't know that we do, because almost all these units don't get defensive bonuses. The pike does, the maces do, the longbow does. I think I'm just going to have the siege units all blast the city to get whatever minimal reduction in defenses we can here. I mean, it doesn't do a lot, but trims at least a little bit off. I don't think we need that much. All right. So we've got the pike and the maces are the kind of the ones we have to clear. Maybe I should have just sent in 1 or 2 collaterals. Oh well. Let's see. How about a drafty? I'm going to use these draftees are kind of expendable. You can use them to take off a hit or 2 from the units. All right, I think that was 2 hits on the longbow. 2 hits. Not bad. For a unit that's very expendable at this point. 0.9%. Well, good luck, buddy. I think that was 1 hit. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just sacrificing these units to get a little bit of damage. That one did at least 3 hits. Okay. So that took the top off every unit except the 19%. Okay. Except the pike. Probably going to lose this unit, but after that, it should be good odds. Okay, that was not as much damage as I was hoping for, but... Alright, but now we're up to 75%, so... Yeah, might have been better to use a little collateral here. Still think we're good, though. Do we have another shock unit, just out of curiosity? I don't really want to promote more people with shock, but... Okay. I should have used a combat 3 unit. Oh well, I think we got it. Yeah, vassals are off as always. What odds are we looking at there? Alright, 87 is pretty good. Alright, so now it's pretty much cleanup time. 98, yep. And the horse archers are like completely useless. Lost a few units, but as I said, those were just kind of expendable. I'm using the crosshairs that are right next to the city because they can then move into the city at the end. They have an extra movement point, and then they can move into the city afterwards, which will be handy for healing faster. Well, let's use you. You can pick up a promotion if you win this. It is only 90% instead of like the 99% on the other units. But... Alright. Another city captured. Oh, this one came with like all the... Oh, it came with a Scotland Yard too. Holy cow. And an academy. Well, it is the capital city, to be fair. But nice. Very nice. Cool. Oh, here's a defender that can just walk right up. We've already got a spy in Philadelphia, ready to help capture that. So the injured units, again, will walk into this city for healing. And I don't need the Great General Medic up here until next turn. But like, you're full health, so let's get you up here, so you don't have to attack across the river. I'll heal you. Also, this is apparently not in the borders of Boston, so they can heal here and then go 1, 2, 1, 2, and be next to... That is Boston, right? Yeah. Not bad. Alright, there are some injured units on this tile, so why don't you chill there for a turn. You guys can stick with the diminishing siege stack now. So pretty good stuff there. Oops, I did not mean to leave the worker. How about you join the slow movers? Much safer spot. Alright. So you're full health. By the way, how many units are in here? Not that many. You can promote to 11 health. That's pretty good. Like, these guys can move to here.
Melde mich zum Dienst. Erwarte Ihre Befehle. Bereit. Sagen Sie mir, was ich zu tun
It's
habe.
kind of like blitzing through America before they have time to respond. It's kind of the idea.
Ihre Befehle? Was benötigen Sie? Erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Okay.
Erwarte Ihre Befehle.
I don't know what they're saying. Something in German. I'll keep the catapult back for a turn. Actually, since you're healed, you can cover the catapult. Just so it doesn't get killed. Eventually that catapult will rejoin its siege brethren. That's the hope anyway. Alright, next turn we still attack there. We're at only 20% stationary bonus there. Alright, now these units can move up. So since we'll be healing at Washington, I'd like to get these guys into Washington, but I don't think they can make it, so I have to move this guy here. Alright, yeah, you finish healing. You stay there for this turn. You'll be full health next turn. You can move up all the way to there and be ready to attack Philly next turn. Same story for you. Hopefully the spy can take the walls down. And you just arrived there. You need to wait a turn so we get the discount for moving. You guys, I don't know what exactly you're doing, but oh, that city is so poorly defended. Let's have you guys finish healing this turn, and then next turn move up here, and then these units can move. Actually, we can start moving them up this turn. Everything except the healer. Or these two units. Because they're full health, can move up. San Francisco does not have a lot of units in it. As I said, you can kind of overwhelm the AI sometimes just by moving quickly. Like catch them unaware. Very, very important to road these tundra tiles. Very important. Anyway, the reach, you can lumber mill this. Let's move you up here just so there's another defender for that city. Some of these cities will start coming out of resistance soon. All right, that gets you close. All right, you guys were not needed at Portland. So you'll be in position to attack Philly next turn as well, although it will have to be across the river. Chicago has the workers in it. Okay, well, with that stuff getting captured, I think this tile is reasonably safe. No, we have to wait because there's still Horse Archer. We have to wait like one more turn to start roading that tile. And you finish healing. Actually, no, you're at 11.9 out of 12. You can move up. 11.9 is basically identical to full health. Alrighty, so Fail Gold Blues, give me your contribution to the Empire. Yeah, we have vassals turned off. I'm not a big fan of vassals as a game mechanic. Just seems kind of silly. Anyway, so here we just need to get more health into the city and we can stop it from starving. Just drafted there. Water treatment, sure. Draft off a pop point. Again, I want to have some units here in case I get attacked by Sitting Bull. Also, it would take absolutely forever to walk all the way over here. Okay, we'll just lose the Engineer Specialist, which is fine. That way I can always emergency upgrade these to rifles down the road. So we're now up to 900 espionage points per turn. That's an awful lot of espionage. We should have enough espionage to take down Lincoln's one remaining city. And that's probably the last spy use that I get against Lincoln. Because I think there's only, what, 3 cities left? Or 4 cities left. We're well positioned to hit both of these. And then, like, Boston's not on a hill either. I don't know how much is left in Lincoln's cities, but I think we're in good shape to run them over. I mean, like, of all things, going after the musket? Okay. Great, yeah, you attack with that pike out of the city to kill a musket. Cripple your pikemen. One unit that would be really good. All right, so we finished this. Now it's time to go back to units. This should get auto-upgraded to a rifle. We were able to get enough health to stop starving. Base production 29 is not bad for this stage of the game. With factories and biology, we can probably get up to about 40-ish. What do we got? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Let's see, jail done here. This is not one of our better cities, but I think we need an aqueduct before anything else here, because the health is a problem. I guess grocer wouldn't be bad either, but actually kind of lacking in health resources in this game. There is, what's the... Oh. Going after my muskets with airstrikes. Okay. Yeah, apparently got a great general. All right, well, yeah, it would be nice to steal physics as well, but I don't know if anyone has physics aside from Lincoln. Yeah, no one else has physics aside from him. Sitting Bull is like pretty far behind. He's been hitting the bottom of the tree, and he's gonna have biology, strangely. Like he's gonna have this tech here, but like he doesn't have education. Like weird stuff. Okay.
Stehe zu Diensten.
Big dice roll, support city revolt. All right, 80%. Not amazing odds, good odds. Let's cross the fingers for that 80% dice roll. Yes, got it. Okay. That's pretty important because this city does have 3 pikes in it, which is going to make it a bit tricky. And a number of these units will have to attack across the river, which we prefer to avoid. All right, well, let's give you shock. Oh, never mind. With the defenses down, we actually get pretty good odds even on the pikes. So we'll name the cities as they come out of resistance. That's typically what we do. Oh, Chicago did come out of resistance. Okay. America Stad. Okay. I'll get it while it's in the chat. America Stad. That's a bit of an awkward one. And this city is going to starve this turn, but that's all right. All right, so anyway, that's first pike down. Similar odds, around 70%. All right, those were probably the most dangerous units. The only other dangerous unit here is the longbow. So if we can kill this, and we have much better odds here. So we had a question in the last stream session, which was like, why aren't you building more pikes? I hope that this war has shown why I didn't build more pikes. They're just too slow. They can't keep up with the army. Better to have more total cuirassiers, because they are what actually does all the damage. They have the speed to gallop around from city to city, and the one movers are just support units for the most part. Like the other units, they're just not fast enough. And the faster I move, the less resistance I have to face, because the AI does know that it should like whip its cities. All right, so there's 1 crossbow left, and everything else is clean up after that point. All right, since I get 98% even crossing the river, I will. Again, I want these units to be able to move into a city for healing afterwards. So that's why I'm holding holding that. Keep account of how many city revolts we've done. If I had thought to do that, then I agree that would have been a good idea. I did not think to do that. Okay, so all these units have attacked. Save the 3rd promotion here, but take the first 2. The catapults are easy to kill, so a lot of these units I'd like to be able to move on to Boston next turn, so I'd prefer to have like this unit attack first. Like the logistics of where your units are going to end up at the end of the turn does end up mattering. All right, so we've got a musket here. They can attack and kill one of these catapults. And then this guy can earn the 2nd promotion here. And then this will free up some of the borders. All right. Well, Hagia Sophia. Has that obsoleted yet? And a security bureau, amusingly enough. When does Hagia Sophia obsolete? I can't remember. That's what is it? Steam power. Okay, so that is still in effect, although I'm not sure how useful it is at the moment. Okay, so let's work on this. So we want our Great General Medic to move up to Washington. Serve as that'll be our current field hospital. I might do one turn resting at Washington and then next turn heal at Philadelphia, but we'll see where some of these units are able to move. Okay, so as far as units healthy down here, can I get up to that tile? Oh, that's too bad. We'll go to here then. I guess we couldn't have reached Boston next turn anyway. All right, finish healing up there. Sitting Bull did use a culture bomb in the southeast. Yes, that's right. All right, now you're healthy enough that you're probably fine to keep moving. But since you only have one more movement point, I'll move you into the city. All right, similar story. You guys move up. One of these muskets can take over as the city defender, but we can figure that out afterwards. And now back to the tundra. A chop here would go to Brazen Fleece. Where do I want to send these workers? I think most of these workers just go back to sleep again. I guess we could like lumber mill some of these tiles over here. But like, I don't think there's like the game is not terribly close, so I'm less inclined to like really micro all the cities because it does take more time. All right, so we'll move up the one movers. Oh, look, the city's getting reinforced. Might not be able to take that city with if those units pop into it. We'll have to see.
Sagen Sie mir, was ich zu tun habe.
I'll go here because those pikes can't reach that tile. Oh wait, yes they can. Never mind. 1, 2, 3. Oh well. All right, so you guys can help here. We do have a couple tiles to lumber mill here. Okay, yeah, I get it. All right, so I have another musket that has an extra movement point. I could go here. Is that worthwhile to do? Where are some of these? Where are the healthy cuirassiers going to end up? They're going to end up on this tile. You know, with the way that the AI has chosen to go after random muskets, I actually think it's not the worst thing if they send like a... Actually, you know what? Why don't you just kill this catapult? That way it can't deal collateral damage to me. Yeah, also earn another promotion, which is not the worst thing. Okay. So I don't think we can take Boston on this upcoming turn. I think we need another turn to move up more cabs, but I think the following turn we can. We'll see about San Francisco. I don't know how well defended that's going to be. All right, so for you, I need you to road this tile. All right, you can go up to there. You are going to need to heal. Since you can't get into... We'll use Philly now as the next triage center. You're full health, so you can just move there. Yeah, one turn healing in Washington, and then we'll shift over in the Great General to Philly the next turn. All right, you guys run over there. So we have 2 defenders in Houston. Let's get you there. There's a red HP cuirassier on the attack stack. Is that so? Yeah, oh, there's one. Okay. You're correct. There's one who is injured. This one. I'm about to give a little extra health. Ah, that's okay. Accidentally didn't mean to do that. All right, so you guys need to road this tile. I think you're safe. I don't think some random unit's going to run out of the fog now.
Zur Aktion
And even if it
bereit.
does, here's a musket to cover you.
Jawohl.
No lack of muskets. All right, now we can do our steel. So we want military science from him. Right? That's... it is a dead-end tech. Would we be better just steal? No, I think we still want that because can always take blitz promotion after. It's probably worthwhile to grab military science from him. Although the alternate plan would be to steal scientific method, and then the other spy that's in position to steal biology. That might be better. Honestly, that might be better. Yeah, actually, it might be better to see. I think I steal a scientific method because then on the next turn I can start working on communism because I'm about to finish rifling and then I can start putting my beakers on communism. I think scientific method is better. Talk myself into the decision. All right. What? We failed the 97% dice roll. What? We failed the 97% dice roll. Yikes. Okay. Well, I guess that does happen sometimes, but wow. Okay. Really unfortunate there. It was 97% odds. Wow. What's going on here? That's quite an army. It's a lot of units there. He's actually pleased with us, so he won't declare war anymore. Why did we spare him again? That timing is just unfortunate. I think we have to probably steal scientific method here next turn, just so we can start. Oh wow, what the? Yeah, but like, look, we could have then stolen biology afterwards. Oh well, we'll just steal this now. I guess we can steal it next turn. There's no reason to take it. Minus 50% for city culture. Wow, it is dirt cheap to steal that. Oh well. Happens sometimes. Womp womp. All right, you guys can chill there. As I said, it happens sometimes. All right, so the slow-moving one-movers probably will not see use at Boston, but you never know. All right, this unit will be fully healed next turn. You need an extra turn. You should take a promotion so that you will be fully healed next turn. Two of these guys will not quite be full health. All right, we already have a musket that's in there for city garrison. All right, the rest of you guys, until I have some use of you, maybe you just go to sleep here. Like these guys over here, maybe someday I'll need them, but for right now, they can just go to sleep. I will get railroad someday. I could steal scientific method from Portugal, but Portugal has a different tech. Portugal has economics, so I'm going to take that from them. And it's true I obsolete castles, but as we've already seen, that's not that big a deal. I would like to get Wall Street, so I can build it in that city that's got all the shrines. Could have benefited from vassalage. I think bureaucracy was better early, and I think nationhood's better now. It's not to say that you couldn't benefit, but I'd rather run theocracy. So we're going to trigger a golden age in the near future. As soon as we can get communism, we're going to go state property, and we're going to drop organized religion for theocracy, and then that'll probably be our final civics. State property, theocracy, slavery, nationhood, and representation. Those are probably our final civics. Okay. Last round for drafting. We can't draft our epic city. We can draft. No, we don't have enough culture here in Hollywood to be able to draft. All our captured cities are in resistance. Have we gotten around to the start of a draft cycle again? No. So we're like 3 turns away from starting a new draft cycle. Okay. And what are you doing? Not working the best specialist, the spy specialist. 4 beakers, 4 espionage points. Let's just I'll cycle through all my cities when Statue of Liberty is done building. I don't have an easy way to speed that up. Where are the extra health resources that I'm missing? I actually don't have a source of wheat or rice. Like, I know there's wheat at Washington, but it's not going to come out of resistance for a little while. Is there a source of rice anywhere on this map? There's one up here. Food. Does anyone like have an extra rice to trade? Maybe Sitting Bull I could trade for rice with him. All right, that works. Could you spare this for a good friend? Yeah, and we hit 1,000 espionage points per turn. Nice. Although I think I need to dial down science or dial down espionage a little bit right now. I think I have enough points with Sitting Bull and J-Man. Let's turn it off because we're about to get rifling, and we're going to need to upgrade units to rifles and cabs. Okay, go to negotiate. Wouldn't mind holding those dies. He wants marble and deer. Okay, sure. Sure, why not?
Political power grows out of the barrel of a gun.
All right, so next we want communism, but we need to steal a tech first. Kind of surprising that the tech's not that expensive, even though we can't run can't run the slider. Okay, this city does not really have production. All right. Scientific method, another 97%. There we go. Another 97%.
I do not feel obliged to believe that the same God who has endowed us
Oh,
with sense,
well, J-Man
reason,
has
and intellect
communism.
has intended us to forego their use.
So we were going to steal economics from him, but maybe we just steal communism from him. If we wait the 3 turns. Although, you know what? Let's just take the tech we can get right now. I also have to upgrade the counter. First to rifle. Oh, and we have new resources too. Let's upgrade the counter while I'm here. That's the uranium, I think, that's popping up. So 23 tech stolen. Or oil. Oil, that's right. We'll need oil for tanks down the road. Okay, we've got plenty of sources of oil. Oil here. Some oil down there. And it looks like the AIs I'm likely to attack also have oil, for what that's worth. Okay, so we're going to want to steal... How much stationary spy bonus does this spy have? All right, this spy almost has the max. I'm just wondering if I should wait for communism. But the longer I wait, the longer it takes to get a spy back in position again. So if we're going to steal communism and biology, there's no point in researching those techs. I could just put my research on economics so I don't have to research it. Because my steals are not, or I could push towards assembly line, but it's such an expensive tech. Well, the AIs don't have this, so why don't we put our points towards this? Because the AIs don't have it. Either that or steal. We could also go in that direction, but I think pushing in this direction might be better. Levies would help quite a bit. We don't need those faster workers, but although I wouldn't mind having railroad. Well, I need steam power for railroads anyway. Okay, steam power seems good for right now. So we'll steal something. Have to think about it. And I'm going to get my spies back into position. I need to send one. Where are my spies right now? All right. One of these needs to go back to the east to continue stealing techs. One of them needs to head in this direction. The one that's in the capital. There's 2 in the capital because they just came back from missions. What was that animation? We need to get, I think, a galleon to ferry them over there because that's a faster means of travel. 4 tiles instead of 3. One of the problems with stealing from Sitting Bull is it does take a long time to walk over to him. We want to get that biology steal. I think the steals have to be communism, biology. Both of those techs help me a lot. Economics doesn't really help me with much. Doesn't really do a whole lot for me. So maybe I do research economics just because it's cheap to get it out of the way. Because we're probably going to be at war with J-Man relatively soon. Anyway, So the thing with steel, it's true that that would give me cannons, but like I'm not really. If you've noticed, I'm not really using siege units in the fighting for the most part. All right, this city has 3 longbows and 2 crossbows. It's not on a hill.
Erwarte Ihre
Just like
Befehle.
curious, what are my odds like for these? All right, 65. I'll take that. Do I have a combat 3 unit? No. There's no pikes in here, which is a godsend. I think with 4 cuirassiers, I think I can do this. Let's see. If we lose the first battle, we'll stop. But we did win it, fortunately.
Haben Sie einen Plan?
All right. Really really rolling the dice here on these 65% battles. Okay. That's good news.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
Now this one has the medic promotion 67,
Melde mich zum Dienst.
34. Ooh, that is a lot worse. How about the muskets?
Was benötigen Sie?
Just out of curiosity. Now the mace is going to be almost useless because it's going to hit the crossbow. Yeah. So, like that's the problem is aside from the cuirassiers, I don't really have great odds here. But
Stehe zu Diensten.
well, gotta take the best odds available. Does not appear to have paid off this time, but we did get a lot of damage. All right, well, we crippled that unit. So now 54. Let's weaken one of these units with a musket. All right, not bad. All right, so that unit's out of the fight. So we should be good now. If we can lower oh, we actually won. Okay, or we can just win outright. Okay, that works. Or I guess we just win outright. So now it's an easy victory. So people are saying I can build German factories super quick. Yeah, that would be nice. All right, so this little force was able to take the city, but I had very good luck here. I won a couple different 65%. Nice. And this already comes with the security bureau. Cool. All right. Oh, also, look what we have here. Some pikes just out in the open. Hey, guess what maces are good at killing? Ha ha ha. A chance to use the mace. And since I do not want these pikes running into another city, I'm 100% going to jump on this opportunity. Even though the musket only had 60-something% odds, that's fine. The muskets are kind of disposable units, remember. All right, so that went as well as I possibly could have hoped. Much better, really. Is there any way to get these units to Philly? No, they'll just have to heal in this city.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
Maybe someone can take medic. I think one of the crosshairs can take medic to replace the one that unfortunately died. All right. Meanwhile, let's see what's in Boston, and we can think about whether we want to attack it this turn or not. Yes, we do. Why? Because there's almost no units in here. I thought we'd need another turn, but what's an actual defender? There's a pike and a longbow, and that's basically it. I guess the mace is decent, but the sword is nothing. The cat's nothing. We do not want to wait any more time for this city to get more defenders. Let's send the shock cuirassier here. Yeah, probably will die, but at least we'll get some damage on the pike. Okay, or I could win. Oh no, gotta retreat. That works. That's as good as a win, honestly, because now this cuirassier will just heal up and fight again. Nice. All right, so that clears one of the dangerous units from the battlefield. 69%. Can I do I have another shock unit just out of curiosity? I do. What does the shock unit get against the longbow? All right, much worse odds. So we will take the this unit's got about 3/4 odds of surviving, either by killing it or retreating. Okay. So now we want a combat unit.
Haben Sie einen Plan?
This works. Combat 2. 65 is not tremendous odds, but again, the speed of being able to attack quickly before the AI can whip out defenders is... All right, well, hey, again, the retreats, we've been really lucky here on these retreats. So there's a sword.
Stehe zu Diensten.
That means we can now use our shock unit. Alrighty, so now there's just a crippled longbow, well, a damaged longbow, a crippled pike, and a cat, which is whatever.
Sagen Sie mir, was ich zu tun habe.
So it looks like this campaign's basically going to be over before we have time to deploy the units as cavalry, which is fine with me. Can I get a point of XP on one of these units? Not really. Doesn't really matter. I was not planning on attacking the city, Seattle, this turn, but it just wasn't very well defended. So I was like, all right, well, if you insist, if you're not going to defend your stuff. Looks like we had just barely enough units to get this done. But again, with some very good combat luck. Just kind of blitzed right through this. Yeah, and it looks like Lincoln was paranoid about espionage because he's built security bureaus everywhere, which I am very happy to see. So we'll have calves by the time we deal with Portugal, which is going to be very quickly because, again, I don't want to give him time to get to rifles. I want to hit him while he's still on medieval units, and that could be an even more one-sided war. I think we just wait the 3 turns for him to get to communism. Let's finish with America first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right, you still haven't taken damage yet, so why don't you go here to our healing center, or what will be our healing center?
Haben Sie einen Plan? Melde mich zum Dienst.
Over here. Okay.
Zur Aktion bereit.
Units that are full health. Let's see, you've got combat 1, so let's move you up. Cuirassiers that are full health, I'm going to just start upgrading. Oh, you know what? That was dumb. I could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then upgraded in Boston. Whoops. Let's see, heal here. Well, at least I remembered with the second unit. Who else is full health? Both of you. You two are both full health. The calves are arriving on the scene now. That is bad news for the AI. All right, how about these guys? Yeah, we can like regroup in Boston, and then from Boston it's just 1, 2, 1, 2 onto Seattle. I don't think those siege units are going to get up there in time. Like, just too slow. They can't reach fast enough. I guess they have more workers to capture too, but it's like, do I need more workers? I have more than I can use already. When you get communism, so normally I would probably think more about replacing farms with replacing more of the farms, but I think that because I'm also going to get biology, I'll have to think about it. It's going to depend on the city. Okay, so you... And of course, we will have to deal with Portugal's army, which is right here. Like, this is their main stack. We'll have to deal with that army, but hopefully we can draw it out and kill it. Also, this city Chicago came out of resistance, so that's nice. Let's take a quick look at what's going on here. Okay, so we do want that granary. Probably should just whip the granary for 2 pop. Yeah, I think that's worthwhile. So that the food box can fill up. And then we've got +8 food per turn. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. A lot of cottages here. So this is clearly a commerce city. Run cottages. Yeah, looks pretty good. You can also grab this tile too, because there's no other city working it. Yeah, just let the food box fill up. 4 turns. Looks good. Now you probably want to go into Portugal's territory so we can potentially revolt their cities. Like if we can go to Braga, that would be nice. As for these other units, we're probably just going to be upgrading for a while. We're probably going to have science, and by science I mean espionage, turned off for a little while. Ever thought of doing a tech trading game? No, not really, because I played. Wow, what happened to my workers? They just disappeared. I played I played a ton of Civ 3, so I'm very familiar with what tech trading looks
Abenteuer
like
bereit.
in these games, and just not that interesting to me. Now this unit's only 1 XP away from a promotion, but this is a perfect turn to promote. Are there still workers sitting outside Cold Pizza? There might be, probably. Yeah, there's some workers out here. There's a worker stack here that can be used for something. Even our workers are spies now.
Stehe zu Diensten.
All right, you're. Oh wait, you are. There's a great general medic right next to you, so you can heal there for a turn. Got a whole bunch of muskets. I'm wondering if I should start upgrading some of them to rifles. I do have the money to do so, so I probably should. Like units that are full health. Now you should heal this turn, but like there's other muskets that I can upgrade. All right, so you move into Washington and then upgrade in there. Get full use of your movement points. It's a random Sitting Bull scout down here. We do need a musket defender for this city, so let's grab a musket.
Haben Sie einen Plan?
Just put you in a go-to order for the corner. That city's never going to come under attack. All right. Since you have nothing better to do, and we have the money to spare, upgrade the Cuirassiers have heavy priority for upgrades, but I might as well upgrade some of the one movers too. At least the ones that might see combat.
Was benötigen Sie?
Let's see. So you heal, you'll be back to full. You need 2 turns to heal. It's amazing how fast they can heal with the Great General Medics. All right, you need another promotion, so you can heal up in a turn. Yeah, all those units will be back in the fight right away. All right, you're at 8.9 out of 9, but I want you to be a rifle because you already have pinch promotion. Pretty good stuff there. All right, you promote. You come join the rest of the slow movers. Where are the rest of the siege? Where did all my one moving siege units go? Oh, they're in Boston. Okay. I was like, where did I move all those units to? I have no idea where these units are going on the part of the AI. Yeah, you guys can probably all just hang out there for right now. Heal. Invisible workers, heal. Game is like, I don't know what to do with all the units on the screen. Okay. So we're going to draft Fail Gold Blues, but the rest of the cities need to wait another turn or two because we're like at the start of a draft cycle. All right, did anything else come out of Resistance yet? No, although Atlanta's close. Hollywood needs to run this. Specialists. Boy, this city really needs biology, doesn't it? Really needs biology. So at the moment we have 21 Cuirassiers. We already have 9 cabs. That's not too shabby. This is our great general here. And we have 28 muskets. So I will probably start upgrading a few of these units to rifles as well, just for defensive sake. Again, I'm not too worried about Sitting Bull because he is pleased with us. He doesn't declare war at pleased. He's not currently plotting war, but I would prefer to keep my enemies down to just 1 opponent at a time, if I can. Chance of a new great artist. Let's see which city's next to create a great person. It's Swine Time is next up for a great person. And the odds are about 1 in 3, roughly 1 in 3. So our next golden age is profit plus scientist. And then we have kind of an extra scientist left over. Kind of hoping we won't get yet another scientist. What tech does the scientist even research right now? Physics. Oh, that's okay. That's not bad. Physics might let us, we could always burn double great scientists on physics. I don't know if that's if we get a 3rd great scientist, we're probably going to do that. Just so we have a way to use them, help us get through a tech. So was I on the team that made Civ 4? Did help out. I was in the QA testing. I did work at Firaxis. Oh no, our water supply got poisoned. In American stat. That's gonna slow its growth. Okay, that's like a whatever. This city, I think you just keep popping out cabs. I don't see any reason to do something else. Water supply was poisoned. Anyway, so we are starting to get unhappy. Oh, and emancipation. Maybe we drop slavery for emancipation just because we don't want to have to deal with the unhappiness, and we probably won't be in a golden age again. The city's not very happy, is it? It needs a market, I think. That'll solve its happiness issues. Well, this war will be over soon, so like this is for war weariness, unhappiness. All right. As I said, I'm not microing these cities all that tightly for the very reason that this game's not super close right now. Maybe someday we'll be able to get the first ring tiles back, but even with the water poisoning, the city still has +4 food per turn. It's got a lot of food surplus. So fill up the granary. What else does this city need? Not a whole lot, honestly. It's pretty good the way it is. Library, I guess, because it's pretty inexpensive. It's at our security bureau, but that just feels too expensive right now. All right. So 2 turns until we can try the steel for communism. I'm a little surprised that horse archer actually killed the musket. It was like 50-50, I guess, because the musket was at half health. Oh well. Alrighty, time for the calves to head on out. Let's see who else is full health. You. I mean, I don't anticipate them having any difficulties there. Alright, and we need to move the... I think there's more units. Yeah, we need to move the Great General Healer over here this turn. Like I said, that should be sufficient to run over the longbows. Is this on a... Okay, that city is on a hill, though, so...
Melde mich zum Dienst.
I am going to send another attacker or 2 forward, just in case we run into trouble, because I'd like this war to be over next turn. It's in lieu of upgrading these units. Yeah, siege units, I think, can just chill out. They're never going to be able to get up there in time to make a difference. You avenge your brethren musket. All right, meanwhile, these units, can they get over here? All right, they can get over here to where the Great General Medic is. Nice. For faster healing. We're going to need a couple turns to heal up, but we probably won't need a lot. Just give me like 2 or 3 turns. We need 2 turns to get communism because the odds to steal go way down when you're at war with someone. Look at Wynakopek. He's going for rifling. Why don't you take this, and then we'll upgrade you just so we have a strong unit there. All right, you can heal for there. Why don't you come over here where our Great General unit is? All right, and we got a random worker. Trying to see if there's a tile I want a road here. At the moment, no. Come join these guys. Trying to at least put them in my territory where they're a bit cheaper. The support costs are slightly lower if they're in your territory. All right. All right, you need to heal. I think I'm going to give you pinch for future. We haven't seen many gunpowder units yet, but we will down the road. All right, Houston came out of resistance. This city has no infrastructure whatsoever. This is a garbage city. Oh well. Let's get the granary first, as always. Totally useless city there. Group these workers. Alrighty. You come up here towards the front lines. You were going to load on that galleon, but you can load on it next turn. One of the nice things about the jails is they also lower war weariness. So, in addition, obviously, to the espionage benefits. Okay, you finish healing. You. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Send one more forward and start upgrading the rest. Upgrade. At least it's a cheap upgrade. It's only 80 gold per cuirassier to have. It's a lot of military power here. And was I going to move up to here? Yeah, I was going to move the general up to here. Because these units want to heal up to full. That unit needs 3 turns even with the medic as an injured unit. This one's at 0.6. Wow. Okay, oh, this one can get another promotion. Let's give it pinch just for the future. All right, you, because you're already promoted, let's get you up here. I think I'll start putting the 1 mover stack over here. Like start assembling that. Spending, all right, you're only missing 1 HP, so let's just upgrade you now. 11.9. All right, so we have the full discount. We're just waiting for biology to become, or communism to become available here. So we need to wait 2 more turns and keep our fingers crossed we don't get caught. Whoops, there were more units down here that could contribute to the fighting. Oh well, could have upgraded more units. We'll get them on like the next turn. We don't need long, just time enough to heal and reposition. All right, you finish healing. And I think there's another unit in there that's healing, yeah. I think that a national park city, I don't think the game is going to last long enough for the national park to do anything significant. Houston would not be, I don't know if Houston would be a good choice anyway. I guess it does have forests. All right, I could use another spy or two as well, like for dropping resistance. As far as spies, let's see. So we've got 2 over there. This one I think also needs to go to the east to be ready to steal attack from Sitting Bull. Because Sitting Bull has a couple things we want. He's going to have biology, and I wouldn't mind getting military science either. It's not like it's expensive to steal stuff from him. So let's get up to here. And we can load you on that ship too, hopefully. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3. And then the following turn it can load on. Rename Houston to problem. How about we have a problem? Something like that. This city probably should. No, we'll leave it. We'll maybe whip something else once that finishes. All right. So can we draft at Phil Gold Blues? No, it needs more food to be able to draft. And all right, we can start a draft cycle next turn at Kornberg. Before stealing, you could check what city is cheaper and go there. I guess so. At the moment, it's cheaper to steal. Right, at the moment, it's cheaper to steal here in this city because it still has, or it still had some of our culture before we gifted it. Look at this huge stack here. We have like a mace in Shrine Time. Well, we can put our money towards upgrading some of these. We still get a decent amount of espionage points even when we're not running the slider. Although we might need more to get biology from him. Biology is pretty expensive. Oh well, we'll see. For the moment, I think upgrading makes the most sense. Portland's out of resistance? Okay. You guys liked Portland. This is a truly sad city. Here, this way the borders pop in 2 turns, and then it can start working on its granary. Not much to say about Portland. It's a space filler, for sure. And I think this, I'm just gonna, let's see. So we get, how much production here? So we get about 75 production per turn, roughly. So we can build, we can build a little bit better than 2 cabs per turn here. All right, jail finished. I guess the security bureau is all we really need here. Some more story there. Jail. Like, this city can crank out cabs if we really need them to. Like, it's at our security bureau. I think I'd rather just have more. Oh wait, no, this is the city that's really bad. This is the weak little city that doesn't do anything. Why don't you build a bank instead? Or work on it, it'll take forever. The game prioritizes priest over engineer because we have Anchor Watt. But we think we'd rather, if we're going to run a specialist, I think we'd rather just run that. So Shrine Time is a pretty good city. Just about at the happiness limits. I think I'd rather work this tile, and then we can grow into specialist from there. Let's see, what do we need here? Let's do the library because it's super cheap. Spiral Minaret's still out there too, for what that's worth. All right. Yep, sorry, this is just not the stream you're looking for if you want to see someone just rush as soon as possible. I'm aware that I probably could whip and draft a lot more in some of these cities, but we have a problem already came out of... Wait, did it? Oh, did I forget to build culture here last turn? I think I did, to pop the borders. Could I steal that away from... Americastad could drop that tile. Doesn't need that tile. It does slow growth, but the poison water is still wearing off there. I think I can stop this city from starving and make it a not terrible city by doing that. And we really do need to, we do want to pop the borders, so let's do that. Okay, anyway, back to the main focus here. So a speed run, wow. Lincoln has decided to defend his last city with an army of workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 workers. Okay, buddy. So even though this is 60% defenses on a hill, we still have 65% odds here. Cabs are really good units. Oh, we got the retreat. Okay. Which is good, because we didn't really do much damage to that longbow. We only got 1 hit in, or 2 hits. Okay. But we succeeded on the retreat roll, which is all that really mattered. Alright, this guy will get a promotion if it wins. And we still had 60%. But it looks like we lost. I'm actually kind of lucky most of America's cities were not on hills. Because the longbows are much harder to kill when they get the hill bonus. Anyway, this guy also gets a promotion for winning. So all that's left now is a catapult and a crippled longbow. So this is pretty easy to... I'm a little surprised the cat got even 1 hit against the cav. This should do it. Alright, more espionage buildings. Look at this. A great scientist and a great military instructor. Okay, Lincoln. Alright, well, that'll clear our war weariness at the end of this turn. American civilization has been destroyed. GG, Lincoln. Alright. So let's see. This unit can heal. So the question is going to be... So the dangerous thing for this upcoming war is we're going to have to deal with this stack here. But I think we can handle that. So here's my power, and Portugal's been flat for a long time. I mean, just give me a turn or two to upgrade all these units, and we should be able to carve our way through that. Cavs don't really care about war elephants or pikes, much less cats and trebs. But I would want to fight that stack not within Braga's city defenses. Obviously, we'd prefer to be outside the cities. Okay. All right, so we're going to be continuing to upgrade units. Right, move you there. I would like to get this roaded before the war starts. Next turn the workers can move and road these tiles so we can move through them. Anyway, let's finish upgrading cuirassiers first. They get first priority in terms of money. All right, there we go. Let's start putting our one mover stack in San Francisco, just for simplicity's sake. Like this unit definitely needs to be upgraded because it's already got pinch. Right, heal you. You have no promotion at all, but I'll probably still upgrade you anyway just because you're here. Yeah, sure, why not? Join the party. Just fortify here for right now. Yeah, we probably need to kill this stack first before we can do a whole lot of pushing. Oh, Atlanta came out of resistance this turn. We're going to have to look at that in a sec. This is actually a holy city. Does it have a shrine in it? It does, actually. We haven't put much effort into spreading these religions around. And this is going to starve regardless, so we might as well work the high commerce tiles, because you can only starve one pop per turn. Even if it doesn't matter if you're -1 food or -16 food like we have here. So since we have... let's work this tile. Oh, never. Actually, you know what? We have a whole bunch of extra pop points we can put down here. Actually, the city doesn't have to starve. Even better. Well, we'll still pop the borders, but... so what was it people were suggesting? People liked watching Gone. Well, we'll get it when it comes out of Resistance. Like Achilles' heel. All right. Okay, so continuing onwards with all the slow moving of units. If you're curious, we're at 35% land area, but that's without a lot of America coming out of resistance. I think that if we take over Portugal's territory, we're getting close to the domination limit. We have to take Portugal and then probably some of Inca, because Sitting Bull has 22%, and we need 66%, so we need most of what he doesn't have, basically. But we have calves, and it doesn't look like J-Man's going to have rifles anytime soon. Huayna Capac will, but again, by that point in time, we should have quite a large stack, and he's one of the smaller of the civs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He only has 7 cities. Also, he's not protective, so. Okay. So, I do... Anyway, so I'm putting 2 movers over here in Seattle. 1 mover's in San Francisco for right now. We can sort it out from there. And then you can load on that ship next turn. And then we've got 2 spies ready to steal from one of our last remaining people we haven't attacked yet, Sitting Bull. Is this tile even workable? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, move there. Who else is fully healed? All right. Okay. Upgrade. Hang out there. You are like 1 hit point away. And we said we're gonna. So we're gonna take the slow movers. Are these guys all full? No, these muskets are not full health. Some of these guys. Seriously, stop. Go over there. Still upgrading. Because like rifles are legit attackers, unlike say the maces. Like they can actually fight and do stuff. Good news is Braga can't hit San Francisco or Seattle on the first turn of the war. Units in here, I mean. One, because like they could move to here, which would be a nice place to crush them with collateral damage. Like, I still need a couple more turns to finish upgrading. Shouldn't take long though. Maybe like 2 turns and we're ready to go. Alright, next turn we should be able to lift communism and trigger our golden age. So I shouldn't have too many more cuirassiers left. A couple units still healing. Yeah, so here, let's see. Honestly, this doesn't look too bad. Now, if we can get biology, we'll have excess food in some of these cities. But like for right now, that's okay, I think. Especially because I need to refill the granary box anyway. Let's see what the borders look like after they pop next turn. All right, we might have to get that finished, so let's join this group over here. And I think we already put down lumber mills in most of these spots. I guess Silver Lining could use some lumber mills. Now that's really low priority. Tundra City with forest down here. Frankerzy will stop starving because the war awareness is going to disappear. Just mostly putting these workers to sleep because I don't really need them. If I get railroads, then I'll need them. All right, how many cuirassiers are left? Where are they? 6. So we have most of them upgraded. I think they'll all be upgraded at the end of this turn. Or end of the upcoming turn. I think we'll have them all. Still have a bunch of maces in the east. 21 muskets. Now some of them will stay as muskets to serve as city defenders, but yeah, we're getting there. Oh, I didn't draft that turn. Dang it, that was supposed to be the start of a draft cycle, wasn't it? Well, that was bad. This city is kind of done with building stuff for right now, so how about some caps then? Just for the moment. This city it's going to need to be drafted. Guess we'll put it on the bank. Don't forget about my combat 3. Yeah. Again, it's not really good. We just got another great scientist. Okay. That was not the unit that we wanted. Born in the Reach. I didn't even realize the city was that close. Alright, well. You move towards here. I think we might just double bulb physics and research that next. Because we have 4 great scientists right now. That's way too many for golden ages. Like, we definitely don't need that many. Alright, let's see if we can get our communism steel. Oh, hello, there goes J-Man's stack. Moving in that direction, weird. Anyway, let's see if we can steal this. Alright, we only have 75% because it's the city espionage defense. It gets harder to steal as the game goes on. Settling them is not really worth it at this stage. I think the game probably only has about 30 turns left. It's never going to pay back the... Like, we only get 9 beakers per turn from settling, and the payback for that versus light bulbing is very, very high. So we just got to cross our fingers and hope that this works. Got it, yes.
When I give food to the poor, they call me a saint. When I ask why the poor have no food, they call me a communist.
Yeah. So settling, you want to think about the trade-off between like a light bulb is what, like 2,500 beakers right now, versus settling is like 9 beakers per turn. And yes, it can get fed through the
Alle
multipliers, but
Vollkampfverständigen
still.
stehe zu Diensten.
Yes, 2,500 beakers immediately. Like settling is 9 beakers per turn. Say with the multipliers, we get maybe like 15. How many turns would it take to get that back? I mean, isn't the payback for that, what, 15 times like 120 turns? The game's clearly not going to last 120 more turns, so we really would want to lean towards Golden Ages or light bulbing.
Jawohl.
Yeah, so that was fortunate to
Was
get that for
benötigen Sie?
sure. All right, so let's use 2 of these
Zur Aktion bereit. Ihre Befehle?
for the Golden Age. If you put them on the same tile and highlight them together, you can control which great people are burned for the Golden Age. So this is mostly just so that we can swap civics, but we have the mausoleum, so it's certainly not bad or anything. All right, so we want state property. We do lose the free specialist from mercantilism, but we're so large that state property is a really good choice for us. And we're going to have Statue of Liberty done in a couple turns, at which point in time we'll get a free specialist back in every city anyway. So, all right, so I'm going to have to go through and assign some specialists, I think. Because note that our research rate plummeted since we lost all those representation specialists. More workers here. Why don't you guys come over here just in case we would need you? All right, so Achilles heel, expanded borders. This is some pretty nice tiles. Could use a little bit more food here, but I can't complain with what this looks like. This is pretty good stuff. Let's drop the specialist just for now while we're filling up the food box. I'm gonna have to go through and take a look at all my cities, but let's move the units first. All right, so
Was
Great General
benötigen
Medic
Sie? Ihre Befehle?
moves here
Melde mich
so
zu
that these
Diensten.
units can heal faster. All right, you need to heal big time. Heal. All right, you need another promotion so you can heal faster. One of the reasons why I wanted to push towards domination is it gets harder to steal text as the game goes on. So I wanted to use the advantage I had while I had it before it got harder and harder to steal text. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, we're going to need to increase spending on J-Man in a bit. But I think we got what we wanted from him. And our next steal is from Sitting Bull. So I think maybe we split like 2-1 on Sitting Bull right now, something like that. I think we can turn on spending next turn. I think we've got enough for upgrades with another 1,000 gold coming in.
Jawohl.
All right, so
Erwarte Ihre Befehle.
you guys that are full health can just chill here for the moment. Have a lot of cavalry up here. All right, the workers. Oh yes, I wanted them to build roads on these tiles. Actually do have something for all these workers to do, at least immediately. There we go. You, I don't have something to do. So I said, I think this is okay for right now. I guess Amerikastad could have a lumber mill dropped on this tile. It's still getting over its water supply being poisoned. I needed to just fill up that food box. Yeah, you can road and lumber mill that tile. All right, slow movers, chill here for right now. Hoping to send the slow movers like 1, 2, 3, and then from there have them like move there, something like that. All right, we'll upgrade you.
Was benötigen Sie? Stehe zu Diensten.
Gonna need someone to defend this. Let's send one other unit back to... We have a problem just so I have 2 units in there.
Bereit. Jawohl.
Maces probably need the promotions more than anything else because they're kind of useless without it. Where's the other cross? Are there any crossyears I still need to upgrade? Because I do want them to have priority. Okay, let's upgrade them first.
Stehe zu Diensten.
It's also a cheaper upgrade too.
Was benötigen Sie? Stehe zu Diensten. Stehe zu Diensten.
Okay, those guys are still healing. This unit can just stay here for right now.
Haben Sie einen Plan?
Alright, yeah. Siege units. Wish that I could turn you into... Oh, man. There we go. Wish I could turn you into cannons, but I don't have the money right now. Do we have any... Okay. I do want a musket over there. Serve as a defender.
Haben Sie einen
One musket
Plan?
there, one musket there. One there, one there. Okay. I don't have like a gazillion muskets behind the lines here. Let's move one of the ones in
Jawohl.
this city up in that direction. Alright, let's see. So who's fully healed? Most of you guys are healthy. Come join your brethren.
Was benötigen Sie?
These guys actually have promotions. They should get upgraded next. I can get them next turn. Actually, they should be with the slow mover stack. One of them needs to stay here, though. Maybe I can send a rifle that's got no promotions over there.
Jawohl.
You, how about you switch over to here?
Was benötigen Sie?
All right, now let's actually remember to draft cities.
Stehe zu Diensten.
So here comes a fresh rifle, and hey, because we're in theocracy, we actually got a free promotion. So any city with a barracks will now get a, and my religion, but they should all have the religion, will get the free promotion. All right, starting with Kornberg, we're going to cycle through these cities.
Ihre Befehle?
Sydney Barks definitely can
Jawohl.
get a unit out. As it will very slowly walk to the front lines. All right, so now we need to assign some more specialists so that we can research economics faster. All right, here. I guess that's okay. That's... I don't really care about the security bureau. Give me an extra spy. Alright, that's our draft camp. Okay, here we're working on statue. Almost done. 5 more turns. Should be safe to finish that. I don't think anyone else is building statue. Let's just zoom out real quick. I don't think so. I don't know if I have enough espionage points to see everybody's stuff anymore. Have I ever built Red Cross? In a game that goes very late, it can be worthwhile. It's often hard to get enough hospitals, though. So, like, I'm trying to just get more total specialists. I guess that's okay there. It's fine. Here, it's more important to run the specialist and get that done quickly. Similarly here, this city is, like, we want to run specialists here. It's already at the health limit, so. I guess this is okay. Boy, mercantilism really helps me quite a bit, doesn't it? Alright, this city doesn't need all these extra tiles. Biology will be nice to have for cities like this that don't have any natural food resources. All right, cold pizza's already working 3 specialists. Shrine time though can drop something like this. Like, see, we've already shaved the turn off economics by picking up all these specialists, and it's gonna grow. All right, you are. I don't know why you're working that specialist. Oh, you need the jail so you can run more spies. Okay, that's fine. I don't think I want to drop anything there. Kind of need to work all those tiles for food. Yeah, Rio. Okay, that's good. We have a problem. Can't really run specialists anyway. Hollywood's about to finish that. Amerikastad is still getting over having its water supply poisoned. And the rest of these cities are still coming out of resistance, so. Alright. Just missing a village being worked. It's okay. Alright. So we'll be able to get a pair of cabs on back-to-back turns shortly thereafter there. Look at this little city, 24 espionage points per turn at 0% science. Not bad. Alright, so this is a barrack city, so we're just going to build cabs out of here. It's more important than anything we can do economically. Alright, Hollywood, very low food city. Kind of a garbage city, to be honest. I'm trying to think what I can do here. I think the barracks is probably the best use here, because we'll draft it thereafter. Alright, so our last remaining cuirassiers. Got a cav here that's healing. Let's move these guys in here and heal. Oh, the border's expanded. Never mind. Well, we can still road these tiles even though they're not in our territory. Where did Portugal's stack move to? Well, anyway. Braga controls a lot of territory, and we can take that on like the second turn of the war, because like cuirassiers from here can go 1, 2, 3, and then hit it on the second turn. I think next turn we declare war. I think next turn is a good moment. Let's turn our espionage back on again. It's like a slight, yeah, 1,500 espionage points per turn. That's not bad. Actually, let's continue weighing this 1-to-1. Because I do want to get some espionage points with J-Man so I can see his stuff. Like, so I can have visibility on him. Actually, just put all of them on him because we just invested a lot of espionage points. Tundra water mills are food neutral for Hollywood. I guess that's true. I guess that's better than farms on those tiles. I suppose you're right. We actually do have a lot of stuff we could do with our workers right now because we just got state property water mills and workshops. So there's a lot of stuff we can do. I should probably wake up the workers. Like, I'm going to steal biology soon, but there's more work that can be done. Like, these floodplains tiles could be water milled, for sure. This tile here. Anyway, I'm just, like, because I have 10,000 cities at this point, I'm not focusing on microing them because it's very time consuming. I do enjoy that, but like once I'm up to, I mean, I have like 30 cities at this point. This is why I typically play on smaller maps. And even this is a small map, I believe. Or is this a standard size map? I can't remember. Maybe this one's standard size. But like that's partly why I tend to do that is because, you know, the bigger the map, the more time it takes to do everything. And when you have like 10 cities, you can micro them closely. When you have 30 something cities, it's like whatever. But yes, I should be building more water mills now that I'm in state property. That's one of the big advantages, obviously. All right. You guys are, all right, you guys can go join the cav stack. Do we have any cuirassiers left? 2. Where are they? Ah, one of them just finished healing.
Haben Sie einen Plan?
And this one is like 90% healed. Let's just upgrade it so we have them all out of the way. All right.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
So these guys.
Ihre Befehle?
All right. Now, do I have any defenders for over here? I don't think I do, which is kind of an oversight.
Stehe zu Diensten.
Let's get at least one unit over there. Then we'll use what money we have left over to upgrade some more of these units.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
They're not great units, but we might as well, right? Because they become useful attackers at that point. I guess you can hang out over here. It doesn't hurt to have a cav or 2. All right, so Achilles heel. Now let's get some water mills down, shall we? You're right that we should get some of them here. They are food neutral. I think we want some farms for biology, but like you can't put water mills on diagonal tiles anyway, so we might as well start water milling the tiles that we can, since they're such good tiles under
Was Sie zu tun haben.
state property.
Was benötigen Sie?
All right, 2 defenders in there should be fine. Oh yeah, we have 1 frigate, don't we? I might need another one. We'll see. I don't think I'll finish next week, no. 65%, only 65% odds here. But I will have better odds after standing in the city for a couple turns. Okay. Let's see, so swine time could have a lumber mill on this tile, which would be probably worth having. All right, so as soon as we're done with economics, we're going to double light bulb physics and then get some, because that'll unlock the airships, which will be nice to have. We're going to steal biology. Currently, the plan is steal biology, steal military science with our 2 spies that are heading over to Sitting Bull. J-Man, I don't know if we can even see what techs he has right now. I guess we could, no, we're researching economics. So we're actually pretty far ahead of him because like we have military tradition, we have chemistry, we have replaceable parts and rifling. Like we have quite a few techs. He's up economics on us, but that's it. So we're definitely ahead of him in terms of techs. All right, so we've got another spy. We probably, as I said, probably need more spies, honestly. Send you in this direction towards the Portuguese front lines to do something useful. Kornberg can build spies. The city actually can crank out a few of them for a few turns because it's about to finish kind of its useful infrastructure. All right, so that's Galleon can deposit 1, 2, 3. Yep, can deposit both spies. Put like 1 in seeded beef, 1 in this city. Something like that. With Theocracy promotion, these new calves are coming out at 13 XP. Not bad. How much of the capital does my current... The capital does not produce that much. It does get a lot of espionage points. There's no question about that. It's like a 20% of the overall espionage. I think we put Scotland Yard in here, did we? Can't remember. Well, we're going to get another great person out of here. Hopefully not a scientist. Would be nice to get artist or spy, because then we are closer to having what we need for a 3rd golden age. All right, anyway, back to drafting time. We should start with the Pale Gold Blues, which is now up to 200 turns of unhappiness. So Sydney Barks, we already drafted. Fort Porker, we can draft, although I think this city I'd rather just keep it as is. I'd just be drafting off a specialist, but still. Pale Gold we just drafted. Black Forest Ham is building Statue of Liberty, so we don't want to lose a pop point there. Gruber Coast, though, is like, yeah, absolutely. Also, I think I'm going to just disband this unit to save cost.
Sagen Sie mir, was ich zu tun habe.
It's not worth it to upgrade it. All right, the reach, yeah, for sure.
Was benötigen Sie?
We lost a pop point. It'll just grow right back, so that's fine. Most of these units just want to take Combat 1 promotion. And that's it for our drafts, right? I think we used up all 3 of them. Yep, so we start with Ivory Coast next turn. And I believe this turn we can declare war, I think. See what happens. All right. So you're going to build a couple spies. Pretty cheap to build. Porker is going to build that long-awaited observatory. Oh, someone's going to have to build Kremlin. You know what? Maybe Black Forest will build Kremlin. Because it's already on, like, Wonder... It's already on Statue of Liberty. We can just have it build Kremlin. Okay, Aqueduct done. This city's kind of a space filler. It's not all that much. I guess intelligence... Wait. Oh, yeah, and now we can build intelligence agencies. That's right. I gotta have cities work on them, too. They're even better than the security bureaus. The security bureaus are +8 espionage. Intelligence agencies +8 and plus 50% espionage points. So I'm going to have cities build them. Well, we'll get around to it. Shrine time can get started. This is my shrine city, so if we can ever get Wall Street done, if my cities ever have a chance to build more missionaries, there's just always something more important to build. But anyway, so yeah, we want the intelligence agency, which is also cheaper to build anyway. So that's become like the new uber economic building for us. New York came out of resistance, so we're going to need a name for this city. We're going to need the granary first. So we can read some of these. This cottage probably gets replaced with a watermill. This one almost certainly does. Yeah, so now I really do have stuff for these workers to do. So we're going to grab these workers and bring them south. Get them out of enemy territory before we declare. Bring them down south where they can actually do stuff. New pork. I have a lot of pig analogies in this game, don't we? That works for me. New pork. Alright, so we finished that. Over here, oh, we could farm this tile just while we're in the area. I'll head over there and do that. New pork. There's another worker stack on the border as well. I want to just get them away from any potential action. Similarly, you are going to move to cover Seattle. All right. So we've got all our units out of Portuguese territory. The Portuguese stack is right here in Faro. So he's on replaceable parts. We want to hit him now. I don't know if he's going for rifling or not, but we want to hit him before he has a chance to get to rifling. So now's the time to act. We want to kill this stack before it can be upgraded. So it's definitely one of those situations that we don't really have time to waste. So J-Man, we're at war now. A lot of deals getting canceled off that. Let's see if we can get some more resources from Sitting Bull. Still pleased with us, somewhat surprisingly. Not willing to make more trades, though. Okay. Because I'm not going to get any trades with Wina Kopak, who won't even talk to us. Alrighty, so who is not full health? I'm just going to check to see. Someone in this stack is not full health. That guy is not full health. Okay, two units were not full health. 1, 2, 3. All right, hopefully we can revolt Braga next turn. I mean, even if we don't, the units in Faro can't get to Braga next turn. So let's finish healing these guys up. Finish healing you too. So wait for next turn. Drop the defenses. These units I'm going to hold here because if we can drop the borders at Braga, the defenses at like the borders will disappear in a lot of this territory. I want to have these units on hand as well to hopefully hit this stack. I'm hoping it'll like move towards San Francisco, and then I can just hit the stack and start killing things. So I'm going to hold these units here at San Francisco for this turn, and we'll go from there. Actually, 1, 2, 3. These two calves can move up. They're in position to go here, and they'll be safe from that stack. It can't reach them. I mean, the 2 movers can, but the 1 movers can't. Yeah, we may not have to. I mean, if there's no more units in here, we can probably just overrun this city. I don't know what I would steal from J-Man. I guess we'll see. We could, well, I think the only tech he has up on us is economics, which we already have almost done researching. But there is the case to be made. If we can just run over the city easily, we could save the spy and move on to another city that's more tightly defended. We'll see what he does. He may jam a bunch of units into that city to defend it. All right. At Americanstad. This is okay for right now. It mostly just needs to grow onto tiles. I don't want to replace any of these. This tile, though, I think we could watermill. Just, like, I think we could watermill this one. Like, this cottage has, yeah, only been worked for 8 turns. Meanwhile, Achilles heel picks up that watermill. It's a little low on food, but it's granary. It's a tremendous production city. I know we're in a golden age, and that's influencing that a bit, but here's one of the. This musket was on a go-to. So this is kind of funny. This musket was on a go-to order. When I issued the go-to order, this was where the front line was. And by the time it took probably 10 turns to walk across the map, now the front line's up here. Front line shifted a bit over time, didn't it? Well, we'll have you walk. You can keep walking in this direction and see. Anyway, just a little amusing note. All right. All right, so spies. I'm sure you guys noticed when I hit the industrial age, now the spies have different graphics. All right, yeah, let's get one more turn of running all the espionage points on J-Man, and then we'll split 1-to-1 again, just because I want to have more visibility on his cities. Okay, so drafting time. So Fail Gold Blues, as always. This is another city where biology will be nice, because it probably can draft every turn once we have biology. All right, so cycle past that. It was not Gruber Coast or the Reach. It was Ivory Coast was the next one that we were going to draft. We've certainly gotten a lot out of drafting in this game. Let's go back to working that tile. And Happiness Farms is a total garbage city, so it's just drafting it is about the best thing we can do here. So we'll just lose the specialist until it can grow back. Again, I would like to have railroads so I can cross my territory a bit faster. Alrighty, let's see what J-Man does. This is his main stack that we're not worried about, but at least need to keep an eye on. So he didn't attack me with anything. This is such a good building. I'm going to interrupt the flow of calves for 3 turns to knock it out real quick. All right, so I want a couple more spies. You kind of suck as a city, but fill up the granary food box. Work that tile. You need a lighthouse, so you can actually work water tiles. Get that done quickly. Actually, I think the courthouse is a higher priority. It's also very cheap, but... All right, so what did he do? Well, all right, where did his big stack go? We can't see it. I would guess it's probably on one of these tiles here. So it was in Pharaoh and it moved. So it's probably right here. This unit's not going to have visibility on it, is it? Well, we can start shelling the, I should have done this previously. We can start shelling the defenses. Let's capture this city. And if we can capture Braga, these three tiles will still be in Portuguese control, but this tile will not. So we'll be able to like move a unit here and see. Anyway, so we should be able, I don't think it's worthwhile to drop the defenses here. The city is just so poorly defended.
Erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Like, what is in here? A crossbow, 2 swords, and an axe? Like, that's a joke.
Haben Sie einen Plan? Sagen Sie mir, was ich zu tun habe.
Yeah, we have 88% odds. Time to start killing stuff again. 96% in the city. Well, this first part of the battle wasn't very hard, was it? I guess I'll use the shock guy against an axe. 99.5%. Axe did manage to get 1 hit in, to his credit. Alright, so that's a pretty easy capture. Or just put on culture until the borders pop. No other cities came out of resistance this turn. Philadelphia and Washington and Philadelphia and Boston will come out next turn though, which is nice. All right, so now we can, before we move anything else, that's the city garrison. Aha, there they are. Got them. We got them. Now, can our stack get over there and reach them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right, so now we're going to slaughter this whole stack here, and then we win the war on the first turn. So here's the one downside. We do have to attack across a river, which is not great, but we're going to get to hit the stack first, and that's what we want. So we get 76% with the rifle versus, what do we get with a cav? I know I've got a formation cav here. 88%. Okay. Now I do have collateral damage, but I don't know that I really need that. There's only 1 pike with the stack. Just wondering if I want to hit with calves first or with rifles first. Probably with rifles, because they're mostly draftees. I don't really care if they die. We'll keep the pinch guy alive, though. See if we can just use combat 1 draft. I mean, the combat 1 draftees are like, whatever if they die. I mean, we prefer if they live, but it's not that big of a deal. Still, it was fun to maneuver this such that we got his army out in the open on the first turn of the war. Basically, the AI reacted the way I was hoping it would react. So I'm still not really convinced I need to use the collateral here. I think I have good enough odds. Like, I think I still have good enough odds I can just win these battles instead. Like, look, it's 96%. Okay, 88.5. Like, do I really need to sacrifice them? I don't think so. Like if we move this unit over here, 75 versus, I mean, the rifles, again, the rifles are mostly just throwaway units. If I'm getting really good odds with them, 76. So what here can actually kill my units? The maces are not terrible, especially with the river crossing bonus they get. War elephants are good against, but like as soon as the war elephants are gone, nothing can stop the calves. The calves will absolutely annihilate everything here as soon as the war elephants are dead. And there's 1 pike in the stack. I think we just use I think we just kill some of these. I think we just kill like there's this 1 pike here, which is like whatever. Maybe we lose a unit or not, but and then we kill the war elephants, and then that's it. Then we can clean up everything else very easily. There's the flanking damage. We don't even have to worry about the catapults or the trebs. They'll all die to flanking damage. Yeah, I just don't think that throwing in... I just don't think I really need to throw in those units. I wish I could get the rifles to hit the war elephants, but of course they're going to hit the maces. I mean, I've been having good luck. Granted, I have odds in all these battles, but I've been pretty lucky to have been winning a lot of 75s. Now, do I have any more formation? I got another formation unit. Excellent. That'll give me much better odds. Actually, didn't give me much better odds. Wait, does this also have formation? This war elephant? No. Oh well. Alright, looks like we finally lost a unit. That's too bad. But I think some of these units can take a third promotion, yeah. Like I can take a third promotion on this guy and get formation. So I was pushing my luck there. Didn't quite hold up. Still, I think as soon as the war elephants are dead, all the other battles are easy cleanups. And now it's 88. Alright. Now the other... Like how much health does that war elephant have? Let's come down here. 87. Well, there we go. 89. Wait, did we lose the 89? Ugh, that's too bad. That was kind of unlucky, losing an 89% battle. Anyway, well, you can't clean up this whole stack without taking some losses. See, now we're at 96%, so it should be... Wait, did we lose the 96 as well? What? We just lost an 89 and a 96 on back-to-back turns? Okay. Well, I guess that makes up for winning so many battles earlier. Alright, well this is 98.9, so... Probably should have used some collateral. I'm not disagreeing with you guys. Just because it's going to be very hard for those units to get into the fight on future turns. I know some people hate the animations. I like them. So here's power bar graphs. Yeah, this is going to plummet. If not next turn, then shortly thereafter. Because we have killed an awful lot of Portugal's units. So since I'm matched up against maces, I should try to grab people who have shock promotions here. I know there's a couple people who have them. I guess that gives me the crossbow matchup, but that's not bad. That gets me a 99%, so... We just killed a bunch of units by flanking. Look. How many did we kill? Anyway, so that was fun. All right, so we've almost got all the trebs. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have the calves kill the maces. As soon as the maces are done, I'm going to use the rifles to clean up what's left over. It's just the rifles don't get a great matchup against the mace. So I want to kill the maces and then go from there. That's what I'm trying to... the matchup I'm trying to get to. Although I've been hitting all these other units first. Which again, it's not terrible to kill units at 99% odds. And that last trebuchet should be dead shortly too. Alright. Again, the higher base strength of the maces means that they're still decent units. I mean, we get 98% odds here, but they do a little better than like the... Then we use the rifles to clean up the war elephants and the horse archers. So a little bad luck here, lost some battles where we had odds, but we also did win a decent number at 75%, so I can't be too upset. All right, there's 2 more maces we need to clear out. Although actually, because this guy has shock, he doesn't hit the mace. So I actually need to send over horse archers that, or calves that don't have shock. I just realized I did that in the wrong order. Like, you can kill a mace. at 97% odds. Yeah, Cavs are good units. So there's one more mace, and who has City Raider, which is not going to be helpful here. All right, so this was still a humongous slaughter in our favor. Now the rifles can come out and kill what's left. I got a rifle right here, I know. Yeah, 98%. And of course the rifles will get great odds against those horse archers, since they get the anti-mounted bonus. Let's see if I can get someone who's at 1 XP an extra promotion. Here we go. So they can at least get combat 1. Because you only get 1 XP for winning a 99% battle. Alright, where's someone at 1 XP? There we go. Alright, so probably could have saved maybe 1 or 2 more Cavs if I'd sent in the siege units. But that would have cost me then the siege units. So we will probably have to heal for a turn after this. But, you know, we killed an awful lot of units. Use the rifle, it's just a better matchup, and we get the extra XP. Alright, so we killed Portugal's entire army on the first turn of the war. Well, second turn. We needed 1 turn to move in. So, like, obviously there's going to be a lot of flanking text in there, but, like, what did we lose overall? 1, 2... We lost 4 Cavs to kill everything. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So, this won't show up on the bar graphs immediately. Like, I'm pretty sure that this is not... I don't think we did enough to drop Portugal below Wynakopek, but like, look at the timing. J-Man's now researching rifling. This is so much more difficult if he upgrades all those units to rifles, which he mostly would have been able to do. So the timing here was really good. We needed to hit him before he could upgrade those units. Let's, so we have a frigate to bombard the defenses here. Let's try to send this spy up here to Oporto. Hopefully she won't get caught. Really good turn for us. Really good turn. Yeah, rifles are cheaper in the sense that you can draft them. All right, now we have to think about where we're going next. So for one thing, I have to defend Braga. So I'm going to move the rest of these one movers up in that direction. They can't get there immediately on this turn, but we can get them close. So I'm going to have to pile Cavs into the city this turn, I think. How many healthy Cavs do I still have? I have 4 healthy Cavs here, 2 healthy Cavs here. Because I wouldn't mind trying to hit Pharaoh, but I might need another turn to heal. If I have enough healthy units, I'd love to punch onto this city quickly, but I don't think I have quite enough for that. I think I need to defend this city. Well, let's see. Can you get there? No, you can't make it there. All right, so go into Braga then. All right, you were going to hang out in here. You, worker, are going to head down to the south, where you can actually do stuff. Into the city. Obviously, the medic is going to shift. I don't think there's any units still healing here. I'm not worried about the AI striking for Seattle. The AI's attack stack was over here. That said, I would like to get a second unit in there if I can. Let's pull this other rifle here. Just so we have two units to defend against a bad dice roll. All right, so you don't need to be in that city this turn, but let's pull you over here, just so you'll be in position for next turn. It's where we'll be healing most of our units. All right. I already attacked with this unit this turn. I guess you can stay there. Why don't we set up next turn? Next turn we can move here and hit Pharaoh. That'll also give another turn for the defenses to be bombarded. Fair number of war elephants in Portugal's territory. All right, meanwhile over here, that's right, we're building some water mills. Okay. Don't see any reason not to watermill this tile too. Oh, we're going to finish Statue of Liberty at the end of turn. Nice. I would love to have enough to... How many turns does it take to do this? 6? Okay, so let's grab one more worker from over here. That way I have enough to one turn on watermill. Meanwhile, these guys here could probably watermill some tiles on this river as well. I just want to make sure I don't cut an irrigation line. I think the south side of the river is safe, so... Similarly over here, definitely can use some... Definitely could put a farm down somewhere, or some watermills down somewhere over here. As usual, like I said, I just need to make sure I don't cut an irrigation line. These two tiles here, though, I think are fine, because they're not spreading irrigation anywhere in particular. I need one more worker over there, too. I think I have 5 workers, and it takes 6 to one turn it. Yep. What's that animation? So yeah, Sitting Bull's got a lot of units over here. I'm glad he's pleased with us. I don't really want to fight this right now. All those Grenadiers. He's the top AI in terms of power, remember. I would be very content not to fight Sitting Bull in this game. I'm sure I could deal with it, but by the same token, I'd prefer not to have to deal with it. All right, San Francisco has 1 unit in it. Let's have you start moving in this direction too. That's where the 1 movers are, over there. Let's get you moving in this direction. Since I can't get 2 movers into Braga this turn, I'm going to... Since I can't get 1 movers into Braga, I'm going to put the 2 movers in there. All right. So we finished that, which is a tile I think we want to work, even though it hurts not working a cottage. I think we still want to work this tile. We can grow onto that tile next turn. Let's see. Again, where do we need... I think we can just watermill these 2 tiles here. I think we want to keep farms here, but I think we can watermill these and see what happens from there. All right. Meanwhile, still moving some of these units up. Sitting Bull's still at pleased, and he's not plotting war at the moment. Good question. How about down here? Could watermill... Wait, we could watermill 1 of these tiles. We can't do both because we need to spread irrigation, but we can watermill 1 of these for a little bit of extra production. And then meanwhile down here, oh yes, we needed some people to go to New York and to Hollywood, which need more attention. Let's start with Achilles heel, continue working here. Try to finish one of these cities. All right, another spy. Just queue you up to head in that direction for right now. You can similarly start moving back. Hey, we got a Portuguese ship here. My galleon could sink that, but let's at least defend this tile from being pillaged. You were going to farm this. Moving up to the front lines. I think I do need more cities just building cabs. Well, we'll get the intelligence agencies done, and then more cities can go on cabs after that. Because I have a lot of them, but they do die and they do have to get replaced. All right. Now as for you, might as well just do the next tile in order then. Why don't I just upgrade you right now? Got like a swarm of workers over here. Couldn't make it that far. I'm not surprised. Okay. So these are the leftover units. Again, just going to move him into Braga so that Braga is well defended. And then next turn, I think we strike out for Pharaoh. All right, one of these spies moves here, the other spy stays in place, and we start getting ready to steal. At least one tech there. All right, let's now split back to 1 and 1 because we're going to have to steal from Sitting Bull. If anything, we probably don't need that many more points with J-Man now that we can see. Let's try splitting 3 to 1 in favor of Sitting Bull. Because like we're not going to be stealing a lot of techs from J-Man at this point. We actually don't, I don't think he has anything we could steal because he's researching rifling, and we already have rifling. So hopefully we can run over some of his cities quickly here. He's going to get rifling. We can't stop that. But like hopefully we can slow down. Hopefully we can get through some of his cities before he gets all of his units upgraded. At least we managed to kill his big stack before he could upgrade it. All right, so he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 11 cities. Well, we're not going to finish defeating him today. We're just going to do another turn or two. We'll go from there.
Compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe.
On to physics. All right. Go back to more spies in a minute. Let's go onto the intelligence agency. All right, there's our Statue of Liberty. By the way, do you notice how the wonder gets produced? Like the game tracks production, it cycles through your city list. So like we do that city first because it was higher in the turn order, and then we get here. It's not like wonders take precedence. The game just cycles through your cities in order, and the wonder gets built when it gets to that city. So I'm at 70% break even because, in part because I'm in a golden age, but also because I have that shrine that's pumping a lot of income into me. All right, so that is a very big deal. Getting the free specialist in every city. At the end of this turn, I forgot the draft last turn. Bad. Such a bad job. Anyway, well, now on to Kremlin, which is only 9 turns. So, yeah, revolting city defenses is a very big deal now. Definitely a big deal. Steal treasury? I mean, I suppose, but it's probably better to use spies to, like, drop defenses and such. Anyway, intelligence agency is definitely the way to go there. All right, so you are going to wait just while we're here. This is actually really cheap. Honestly, this is so cheap, I'm wondering if I should just take this right now. Like, okay, I can get a bigger discount if I wait, but like, this is 1 turn's worth of... This is 1 turn for me. I get 1,600 espionage points per turn. This costs 1,900. I'd rather just have biology a turn sooner, because a lot of my cities can really make use of this. Minus 25% for our state religion. Minus 45. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm taking the steal.
It is not the strongest of the species that...
So add it to the tech counter. 25. That's like a third of the tech tree we've stolen now. What a nice turn. We get biology and we get what is it? We get biology and we also get the Statue of Liberty on the same turn. It's true, by standing around you do have a chance to get caught. Also, this seems to be the city to steal from, so let's head back there now. Alright, so we'll bombard that. Portugal doesn't seem to have done very much to stop me. Also, rifling seems to be very popular right now. Alright, so we're going to send a whole bunch of calves to hit this city. And then we can probably push on for... Well, we'll see. I think the slow movers start pushing towards Oporto. That could be a good city to take with like rifles. Because it's going to take a couple... like, those hill tiles are pretty strong. Calves can, like, come over here, maybe dash to Braganza, and then head back in that direction. I don't know. We'll see. So I do have more spies over here. Oh, they've already moved this. No, this one hasn't moved. Like, you can deliver a spy via sea. Now, it is possible that the galleon and Carrack are going to jump out of here and sink this ship. Oh, no. We'll protect them with the frigate. Like, I'd prefer to be on a coastal tile, but that's as far as we could get. All right, so calves. Who's healthy? So Whoops, actually, no, I need you, injured guy, to head down here, because that's where we're going to have our great general medic. That's where you should be healing. Similar story for you. Get down there, because you'll heal faster with the medic. All right, injured units down here. Great general medic can stay in the city for right now. All right, we have 2 units over there. I wish I had more visibility over here, but it is what it is. Since I got pulled over here, physics, double light bulb, now that we have that. I was just thinking, what you might be like, well, why did you suddenly jump over there? I was like, I wish I had visibility. Ah, airships. Physics light bulbs. Might as well use them right now. There we go. That's one way to get that tech quickly. None of the current people have physics. Lincoln had it, but he died. Womp womp. J-Man has corporation, which might be worth stealing from him down the road before he exits the game. I can take a 68% to kill this. Since this caravel's not really doing anything, I might as well. We both have strength 3, but I have the combat 1. Might as well. Alright, looks like we won. Nice. Now we can get combat 2 promotion on that ship. Then upgrade it to a destroyer down the road. Anyway. Okay. So, 1 moving stack. I want a defender for this city. Anyone have... Alright. Put 1 unit in there. The rest of you are all full health, so the rest of you can just all start moving forward. What's the best approach route? Here, here, I think? There's not a river. Okay, I was going to say there's not a river on that side. Move here and then onto the hills. Going to take them a couple turns to get there, so... As I said, I'm not too worried about the AI like attacking and trying to recapture Braga, because I think I killed most of their like floating stack. But all right, so there's 1 unit here that's injured. Injured unit stays there. I think all the rest are full health, so. Yeah, everything else is full health, so. Let's see, 1. Oh yeah, I can go. Do I want to be here or here? Okay, why is it not letting me? Oh, because I have the rifle selected. I don't want that rifle selected. I think I want this tile here. Yeah, you need to stay in that city, so we have at least a defender. Okay, so people rename Philly Engelsberg. I don't know if the power has shown up. All right, there you go. There's a nice Portugal's power falling off a cliff bar graph. Anyway, so I don't know. Engelsberg is fine with me. Did I spell that correctly? Okay. Yeah, this city is going to starve 1 pop, but then it'll be okay after that. Really good commerce city. The terrain over here is really quite beautiful. I think... Is there a way I can stop a pop point from starving here by working another... I don't think I can... Like, I could switch this tile into its borders, but that tile has no food, so it's kind of pointless. I don't think I can stop this pop point from starving, unfortunately. Let's get the courthouse first here. All right, I'll come back and deal with the workers in a minute. If you're curious about our domination percentage, we are at 38%. Again, still with a fair amount of territory that has yet to come out of resistance. I'm not really worried about cities popping their borders, because with Sistine and the ability to hit culture, like every city is going to hit the 100 culture mark very quickly and gobble up all the territory in question. Like, I guess there's some tiles down here, but like this city will pop its borders relatively soon, and that's about it. Everything else I think is already in my territory. By the way, thanks for subscribing, Coding Cajun. All right, request to rename Boston Beans. In all capital letters, apparently. So, Beans it is. let's deal with the workers in a minute. Get the military units moved first. Okay.
Sagen Sie mir, was ich zu tun habe.
So you're full health, so you can join the party.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
You're also full health, so you can't quite reach that stack, but you know what? Because you can get in the city, you can now join the group.
Sagen Sie mir,
Wanted to make sure I had at least 2 units in there. All right, you're full health too.
sagen Sie mir, was ich zu tun habe.
You need to heal. And since you've already moved this turn, you might as well just move into the city where you
Sagen Sie
heal
mir, was ich
faster.
zu tun habe. Jawohl.
All right, you're full health.
Melde mich zum Dienst.
Let's heal you. A lot of these units will be full health next turn. Because a lot of the cabs took like 1 hit. So far, this campaign's going pretty well. All right, you will need to heal. Again, I'm expecting to need pinch very soon. If you're wondering why I'm taking pinch on a lot of these guys. Because as soon as this guy finishes rifling, I'm going to be hitting a lot of rifles. And all of a sudden that promotion will be like mandatory on every unit, or just about. 2 rifles should be plenty in that city.
Erwarte Ihre Befehle. Was benötigen Sie?
Heal. And the Great General Medic is ridiculous. I still think it's kind of overpowered, honestly. Gets these units back into the field so quickly. All right, so you come up here and be prepared to drop the defenses of that city. Or something like that. We'll see. We'll figure it out. All right, I think that's all the military units movements that we need for this turn. Now, before I do anything else, I'm going to draft because I forgot to do that last turn.
Stehe zu Diensten.
All right. Oops, that's the wrong city. And I open the same city again. Now all right. I think that the last one I drafted was Happiness Farms. Yep. I have enough cities now that I can like just run a draft cycle endlessly. So where were we? Posh Farms or Posh City? Okay, let's get that tile in play. Now with biology, we're gonna have a lot of food. Now it's not. Now we actually do have to think about if we want to farm or if we want. How do we wait? How do we even getting irrigation to this tile? Oh well. I'm not quite sure how this tile's. Oh, this tile here. That's a farm.
Was benötigen Sie?
Okay, so Brazen Fleece we have to remember is where we start drafting next turn. So that's a long walk up there, but you'll make it there eventually. Okay. So let's finish moving units first. And then we'll see about, like, we'll do the workers. And then since I finished Statue of Liberty this turn, I do have to cycle through. Would it be worthwhile to make a few Grenadiers? So it would be, except for one thing. I can't draft Grenadiers, but I can draft Rifles. And if I'm going to build a unit, I'm going to build a Cav. And then airships. I want to get a fleet of airships. But I want my production, if it's going into units, to go into Cavs, because they're just such a good unit. So I hope that makes sense. But, like, that's the logic there. Okay, this city looks pretty good for the moment. I don't know that I want these cottages, though. I do think I want these farms, at least for the moment, because this city has no food bonuses, so having a couple of these farms is not bad. I think maybe this one turns into a watermill, though, because it only cost me -1 food. This cottage, I think, becomes a workshop as well. This one, actually, this one just became a hamlet. That's not that good of a tile. You could turn these into watermills as well, but I guess they're okay. They've somewhat developed. Now, I don't believe I can watermill this tile because I have a watermill over here. Let me just check to see. Nope, apparently I can, because I can build it on the... Let me zoom in here. So I can't build it on this side because there's already a watermill here, but I can build it on this side. Nice. It's kind of cute. So let's just do that then. One of these units has already taken its turn. Who hasn't moved yet in that stack?
Melde mich zum
Some of these units haven't
Dienst.
moved yet.
Stehe zu Diensten. Melde mich zum Dienst.
Alright, never mind. Whatever.
Ihre Befehle. Zur Aktion bereit.
So we're going to build a lot of watermills, just because state property watermills are one of the best tiles in the game.
Haben Sie einen Plan?
Trying to avoid wasting too many worker turns here. Alright. Yeah, Alright, so 3 of these guys can still move. Okay. Yeah, that's okay for right now. I'll leave that for the time being, but this I think should be a workshop. So let's do that. And I'll leave the other cottages alone.
Sagen Sie mir, was ich zu tun
I need 2 more workers there. I think I'm just going to do this like one city at a time. Oh wait, there's actually a worker there who hasn't taken its turn yet. Alright, that seems pretty good. 40 base production? Holy cow. Okay. Alright, next up, let's give Hollywood some love. This sad little city down here. It does not need this many farms now that we've got state property. Or now that we've got biology. This can be watermilled, for example. Here I'm waiting for the city to pop out of resistance. Some of these cottages can be replaced. This cottage should be replaced with like a watermill. Yeah, yeah. All right, meanwhile, here we're replacing some of the farms with watermills. This is okay for the time being. Watermill that, watermill... Wait, no, we didn't watermill this tile. This tile should be a water... Oh, wait, we can't. Violates the rules. This one I can't watermill because it would cut the irrigation line that heads up in that direction, so... We could workshop some tiles, though. Now that we have this much food, we can workshop this tile. We don't need it for an irrigation line, so that's fine. There we go. Cut a turn off that build. Yeah, that looks good. And then we can grow onto that tile. Actually, let's do this, because we'll just grow onto that tile. All right. Probably don't need to spend this much time microing cities, let's be honest, but... All right, now that we have biology, this city has sufficient food. No, we'll keep it growing for right now, but I think we want to work this tile. Oh, and they've got this tile here. I think this is the tile that was mentioned before. Oh, what the? Got a gazillion specialists. No wonder it's... I was like, where's all the... Why are we struggling so much with food here? It's like, oh yeah, we have 10,000 specialists in this city. All right, Cold Pizza now probably can cut some of its farms. This one here I don't think needs to be a farm anymore. And this can be a workshop. Yeah, there's no irrigation line that's in trouble there. Okay. Did they finish that watermill? Yes, they did. Okay. Finish that workshop. Head down here. That's right. And you can build watermills in the tundra, somewhat surprisingly. You did, in fact, cut the irrigation at Black Forest Ham. Did I? Oh, I did. Oh, this must be a hill tile. Hill tile there. Okay. Well, we'll fix that next turn. This must be a hill tile. I was thinking the irrigation could just pass through here, but you're right. There's a hill tile there. Surprised there's a single tree still standing. Well, I cut them down in places where they were within my city borders. This area here could probably be chopped, but... Alrighty, so did we draft this turn? I think we did. Yep, we already did the drafting. So now we get to go through, since we finished Statue of Liberty, and we get to assign a specialist in every city. So this city does want an engineer, because it's my heroic epic city. That's fine there. I'm just going to grow on to specialists next. All right. That works for me there. Field of Blues has the wrong specialist. So here's a city where we do want to work those biology farms. I guess we still work this tile. Or we could do this. That's arguably better. plus 13 food per turn means we can grow every turn. Since we're building the Kremlin, I'll keep the engineer there. You, though, no. Group of coast as it slowly does the security bureau. This city has more food than it needs. We can still be at plus 6 food per turn while running more specialists. Similar story at the Reach. Can probably replace some of the farms there. That's good, I guess. Just need to give these cities some love because they all grew. Or they all gained the specialist. This is fine here because this is just a production city building calves. That's good. This city could use. This city has way too many farms now, so we can shift the workers over here and tear down some of these farms. Does not need plus 10 food per turn. Alright, that's fine. This city's out of tiles to work because of the stupid culture bomb. We just look there. That's fine, but again, we want spy specialists. It is strange to be playing a game where I want the spy specialists everywhere. Alright, courthouse we want to finish so we can get the specialist there. That's, yeah, we want to work. That's how we want to. And I want to work these cottages, even though it does cost me some production. Actually, there's an even better cottage. We should work this cottage because we get the extra production for the plains tile. Alright, this city's at plus 9 food per turn. Let's work the cottage instead. Plus 6 is probably sufficient for right now. Alright, that city's going to need some attention. Ah, now that we finished this... We should actually chop out the granary here. It's a low priority, but we can maybe do it. Alright. And... like, these cities are like, whatever. I'll take a look at them when they come out of resistance. Okay. So we should be able to take Pharaoh on this upcoming turn. And then keep pushing towards Oporto. Maybe take Braganza after that. We'll see. Alright, now that you finished this, you should build the intelligence agency. Looks like we're going to get a great person shortly. Intelligence agency. A lot of intelligence agencies. Except you. You're another city that just builds military. Alright, intelligence agency. Oh, you have a lot of infrastructure. Wow, this is, now that we've got all the water mills down, this is actually a really good city. Intelligence agency. It's already worth 66 espionage points per turn. Okay, so what did Portugal do in response? Oh wait, Portugal did nothing in response. Portugal really did nothing. Not on that turn, at least. Alright, well, let's take this city first, because that'll free up culture. We can actually probably unload the spy in Pharaoh. But first things first, let's see if we can get this city. Alright, so we've got a combat 3. 95%? Holy cow. Okay. Taking out the defenses even halfway with the frigate did a lot there. Nice to be killing these things while they're still longbows and not while they're rifles. Portugal's like, I'm trying to recover. Alright. So what do we have? A couple longbows. Okay. 13 XP, brand new unit. Actually more valuable than this unit. This is a good unit to use because it'll get 2 XP for the third promotion if it wins. And it has 93% odds. I think you get 1 XP when it goes to like 97% odds, something like that. If it's like over that, you get 1 XP. Below that, if it's like 75 to 97, it's 2 XP for winning, something like that. All right, we'll give you the third promotion just to increase the odds there. Not by a lot, but helps a little. All right, longbow and a mace now. Like I said, I'm going to want pinch on a lot of these units soon, because I know I'm going to be going against rifles.
Was benötigen Sie?
I actually have shock ready to use against this guy. And it looks like a flawless victory. Nice. All right, the tide of battle washes on. This one had courthouse, jail, and security bureau. Nice. Yeah, Braganza's not very well defended at all. So unfortunately, the frigate can't attack this turn because it already
Ihre Befehle?
bombarded. This is not much of a map for naval stuff, but you know. So we're gonna go in here. We're actually gonna unload the spy so that the spy can start moving northward already. Keep the galleon here for another attacker if I need another one. Whatever happened to, yeah, so we ended up with this Achilles mace that just has not really been able to do anything. Just kind of got stuck over here and isn't fast enough to get over to the left-hand side. Anyway, so Washington did come out of resistance this turn, but we'll deal with that city after we do the military side of things. Okay, so we took that city very easily. Now the question is, where do we head next? We can set up to hit Braganza next turn. I kind of like that idea because this stack still needs more time to reach Oporto. And like I have some calves that are healing that'll be able to join this stack. I kind of like the idea of this group just racing ahead because like this group can go 1 and then 1, 2. Washington gone. That's right. You guys had suggested that earlier. Washington gone. Another nice city. You know, Lincoln had some really nice territory. A lot of rivers with floodplains, like very juicy terrain. I think I had very nice terrain too. So I'm not saying he had it better than me, just he also had good terrain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that can get up. Any fully healed calves here can also get up there. So let's do that. We're again lightning offensive. Just push as quickly as we can to get over to these cities. If we take Braganza, we also remove his last port, so no more naval units we have to worry about. And then from here we could probably swing to Evora while the slow stack hits Oporto. But there will be rifles on the field shortly, so the AI does have to upgrade the units. They don't just magically get them, but it does become obviously more of a pain once I'm fighting with comparable units, not like a generation and a half of more advanced units. All right, so let's see. So we've got 1 unit there. We want this guy's got enough XP for 2 promotions. Let's put a city garrison rifle here. That'll be this city's permanent defender. The slower rifles probably should keep pushing towards Oporto, like just keep heading in that direction. Although actually no, I need a couple of them to go over here to garrison Braganza and Faro. So let's peel off a pair of them to head in that direction.
Jawohl. Zur Aktion bereit.
And then meanwhile this guy, I think this guy takes pinch. Move forward. And then like one of these guys can move forward. I'll keep 2 units in here just for safety. I'm not going to promote this one city garrison, but anyway, more military units to move. So any calves that are full health, here's full health. You 2, plus you. Okay, that may be more than we need. Let's break that off a little bit. Although then again, there could be rifle, could be all rifles in their next turn. I'll send one more. Other ones that are full health, I'm going to send up here to join this group.
Haben Sie einen Plan?
So cancel that. I might want to have a different plan for you next turn.
Erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Right. So most of the units down here either healed or almost healed.
Was ich zu tun habe.
Ready to fight again. Okay, so Franker,
Erwarte Ihre Befehle.
see, so we need to restore the irrigation there, unfortunately. But over here, we can continue watermilling more of these tiles, because we have excess of food there. My southern border is so large, I kind of get lost sometimes with what city I'm on, because there's so many down here. All right, can you join that group? No. Oh, well. Make it as far as you can then. You need to heal. All right, you can start moving up too. Yep, the problem with stealing techs is when you're stealing techs, you can only steal stuff that other people already have. Kind of the weakness of that setup. All right, so we have excess food here, so let's we can workshop this, I think. Probably too late to get much out of cottages. Cottages that are starting from scratch, I mean. Obviously, the cottages that already exist are quite good. All right, come join the watermill gang down here.
Stehe zu Diensten.
The watermill gang. It's a great name. Oh, Little Cav only has 5 XP, not the 13 from our heroic epic city. So you, let's see. So I've got one, let's send you back towards Sitting Bull, because I have a series of spies heading over to Portugal as it is. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you can wait here for that pickup. Look how fast the calves get over there. All right, anyway. Pull you back and heal you. Oh, you can actually become, you can become a frigate too. I forgot that caravels upgrade to frigates. Do I have another caravel? Ah, never mind. I don't. Oh well.
Alle vollzählig, zur Stelle.
All right, so we're going to treat Hollywood first, then New Pork, and then we're going to cycle up to the other cities. Just trying to like put down tile improvements at them one at a time with all these. All right, let's see. So we've got double watermills there. I think we want another watermill on this tile, and then that's probably okay for right now. I don't mind having a food surplus so it can grow onto some of these other low food tiles, but let's watermill this, and then we should be good. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's just enough to get to this tile without running out of movement. Okay, so that should be good there. Now, how about New Pork? Because I don't think you guys have the movement to get down there. This city looks fine for the moment. Alternately, I could come up to We Have a Problem. We Have a Problem needs irrigation. I am going to need to get farming over there. If we farm this tile, we could get it. Unfortunately, there's a town on that tile. No, never mind. Actually, we can get irrigation from here. Just need San Francisco to come out of resistance, and we'll be fine. You can watermill the tile immediately south. Is that actually a legal tile for a while? Oh, I guess you're right. Well, the workers there can get that next turn. That is a legal tile, you're right. And we should totally do that, because otherwise that tile is useless. Anyway, these guys are going to come over here. And this tile is not spreading irrigation anywhere useful, so I think we just watermill this one. Or do we? Yeah, I guess so. The city's kind of low food, but I wish that I could do something about these tiles, but I don't... You know what? Let's watermill this tile instead. We'll leave the farm in place. The city's low food. We'll leave that farm intact. Imagine if you could steal wonders. I don't know how you would steal a wonder. That's pretty funny, though. All right, so just chill in here. Chill in here. Hopefully next turn, or hopefully in 2 turns, you'll be able to drop the defenses there. Where are we? All right, we're in former Mayan territory now. I'm like, where are we on the map? I think this city's about done. I think we're good at that spot there. I guess we could workshop this tile, but I think it's all right. I wouldn't mind being able to run another specialist. All right, how about shrine time? This city's a little more food. This city also has a bit more food than it needs. So this is not next to a, I think this is next to a river, but does that cut irrigation? I don't think so. We can farm this tile, which no city can. Let's farm this tile, which no city can work, and then we don't have to worry about that. And then that way we can probably watermill that tile up there. Cool. All right, drafting time. See, I remembered. I remember most turns. I sometimes forget. Really nice just getting that free rifle every single turn out of that city. Okay, so last time weren't we around here, like Brazen Fleece? Yep. Aha, and silver lining. Just lose that engineer specialist. Game dropped off the wrong specialist, but that's okay. All right, and after silver lining, this city certainly has population to burn. You know, since we only draft 2 cities each turn, aside from our permanent draft camp, I'm not sure that we can even cycle through all our cities before the next draft cycle starts. Okay, that looks fine. How many turns of unhappiness does Field Gold Blues have? It's over 200, 233. They're not they don't really love living in my society. Anyway, so biology farms are quite nice here. Still can't draft quite every turn, but almost every turn. All right, let's keep going. I don't think we're going to do too many more turns, but I want to do at least 1 or 2 more. Maybe we play up until we finish physics. Okay. He maybe connected. I think he connected a fish resource, so he's not willing to make a deal for it. All right, back to calves here. We finished the... Well, we actually don't even have a jail here. Okay, well, if I built one of those buildings, I should build the other one. I didn't realize I lacked the jail. Because the jail will take me up to... it'll double the production here. And we need to get more... Yeah, we need to work on the production here, because we can... That's our heroic epic city. I can shift some workers over there. All right, so you do the intelligence agency, and then I think I am going to start working on Jewish missionaries, but I want that intelligence agency first. Finally got a barracks here. I think that's... No, wait, no, we didn't. So I guess we do intelligence agency. Although I'm not sure if, like, we have so many espionage points right now, we might have more than we really need. No, we can never have too many espionage points. All right, lighthouse. This is the city that got the barracks. All right, library. Oh, you have relatively... I guess I was going to say you have low production, I guess, in comparison to some of these other cities. But it'll grow onto more of these tiles. This is a good commerce city. Actually building things relatively quickly. How about you do the forge to help out with your production? All right. So Washington... Oh, wow. Why is this city unhappy? Emancipation? What is that? Nonsense. Anyway, it needs a market. That'll keep it from being unhappy. And we probably need to switch around some of the tiles here. We definitely should work this tile. and this one. We may need to go into emancipation before the Golden Age ends, just because we're starting to see the emancipation penalty. All right, so J-Man finished rifling. Looks like he hasn't been able to upgrade a lot of rifles yet. Oh, we got a great artist. Nice. So this can be used for a Golden Age, or it could be used potentially for removing borders. I'm going to move this closer to the front lines just in case I would want to use it for a culture bomb. I'm still at the moment planning to hold for a Golden Age, but it is at least a possibility. There's no chance of flipping this city, so like don't even be thinking about that. This city is way too much culture at this point for me ever to have any luck there. I wanted to look at the espionage. Okay, so I've got like a lot of espionage points now, like more than I really need. Let's at least start putting someone. Actually, let's put more in Wynakopek right now, just because. As far as techs go, I wouldn't mind stealing Corporation from one of the spies. Like I have one. Like I'm mostly going to use these to drop city borders, I think, but it wouldn't be terrible like to try to steal techs either. We'll see what the odds are. Oh, look at all the go-to orders. Whoop! All those rifles walking forward. All right, let's take out Braganza. Take at least a little bit off the defenders. So didn't get any rifles in there. How much gold does he have, just out of curiosity, for upgrading? Because remember, they do have to upgrade. Where does it sit? It shows you on one of these screens how much they have. I thought it did anyway. Maybe not. We can't see. Wait, can we see from talking with him? He has 830 gold, so he actually has quite a bit for making upgrades. Yeah, spies will mostly be used for taking down defenses, city defenses. All right. What does he have in there? So 3 longbows, a mace, a sword. Nothing too scary. This is on flat ground, so it's no hill bonus to worry about. So the tech trading screen. Okay, that's it. Yeah, it shows it right there. Boy, I'm stupid sometimes, aren't I? Anyway, so yeah, he does have enough to start upgrading, and I would expect that he would. That's too bad this tile isn't roaded. It's going to be kind of annoying. Well, anyway. Let's see. Interesting that the maces actually get better, have higher, better chance to defend. And that, again, that's just the higher base strength at work there. Got a lot of combat 3 units here. 98. So this was a pretty easy series of fights here. Okay, well, that was about as easy as you're going to see. Oh, kind of a tricky city. We can get defenders in here by ship. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Put rifles on a ship and then drop them off in the city, just for safety's sake. All right, not much in the city surviving capture either. Okay, still that was pretty easy to do. All right, so we may be set up next turn to take Oporto and Devora, maybe, because I have spies in both of them. Like if I could drop the defenses in both, like I'm gonna reposition. Well, let's get some rifles into the city first. I need a rifle in. I have 1 rifle in Pharaoh. I have 2 rifles here. Let's load them up. All right, now they can defend the city. I love doing this kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. All right, so now there's rifles in here able to defend the city, so we don't have to worry about that getting recaptured. Pharaoh, I'm not I don't think is in any serious danger. How many units can get in a position to hit Evora? 1, 2, 3. Not as many as I would like, but let's at least move them in this direction so we have at least that option. Probably will need another turn, because I expect there'll be rifles in there next turn. But you never know. And there's this little stack there, too. We'll keep putting the pressure on. Oh, I can move this stack to here, and then the calves in this stack can hit either of those two cities. Now, the slow-moving units obviously can't do that, but that's the advantage of having those calves, which can fork between two cities. Yep. Now, obviously, by putting them out there, they are vulnerable to like getting hit by those horse archers, or war elephants, excuse me. But I'm not that worried about that. Like, it's war elephant against cav. Still a pretty good matchup for the calves either way. So, all right. Like this unit can't quite. I guess it can get up there. It's not too bad. Let's move the medic unit up. No longer needs to be down here. It can now be in Pharaoh. Let's get one of these rifles in the city as an extra defender. I'd feel better with 2 defenders than 1. All right, the other ones keep moving up. Hopefully Oporto's borders will be gone next turn. All right, healed calves. How far? Oh, I can actually get all the way up there. Nice. Moving through the borders opened up by Pharaoh. I'd like a pickup for this spy too. Maybe the galleon can start heading down and be ready to help there. Naval operations. As for this ship, it's pretty much done. Aha, we found another. Found a sneaky, well, Caravel. It's their unique unit Caravel. Hanging out down there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Just hang out there for right now. All right, so did we move up the Great General Medic? Yes, we did. So heal. Heal. A bunch of these guys are almost ready to heal. I'm going to give you pinch. Heal. You're full health, though, so you can get up to there. It's like a never-ending swarm of calves. Just keep marching through the area. Okay, so now I've got actually 3 units in that city. So what that means is we can... Oh, that guy's got city garrison. I was going to move here to cover that stack. But... Are these calves all full health? Okay, cool. Happy to see them healed. All right, that's as far as you can make it. Slowpoke 1 movers. So slow. I mean, it's just like, if you look at the battlefield here, it's like literally all my units just like running rampant. Out of control, rampaging through. Anyway, there's actually quite a few units in that city, but we'll have some siege to help out. I have kind of divided my forces here. Poison Sitting Bull's water at least once. Unfortunately, this cav can't... Oh, wait, actually, this cav can reach Oporto, although it would have to attack across the river. Still, that's another unit that can get in the battle, so... All right. Poison water costs 27. So military science costs like nothing. Do we just take this right now? I mean, it's not even half of 1 turn's worth of espionage. Why not? Because the spy could get caught. You never know. I'll just take it because it is incredibly cheap.
I must study politics and war, that my sons may have liberty.
Sid does his best, but he does not have Leonard Nimoy's voice when reading these tech quotes.
Study mathematics and philosophy.
All right, so that gets another one of the few techs we didn't already have. And I think the only tech we're missing is corporation. The only tech anyone has that we don't have is corporation. Why not Kopak doesn't even have philosophy? I mean, we have quite a bit more. I mean, we've like been okay on our own research, plus we've looted everyone else's tech trees pretty thoroughly. Anyway, what is it? It's 4 of them to build a farm right now? Okay. All right, now that that's gone, now you can go up there, watermill this. We don't have to worry about losing a line of irrigation. All right, we also want you to get on. I was going to say, do we want to put you on the boat? The fact that these tiles aren't roaded kind of is a problem, because otherwise it could unload in Braganza and start walking into the interior, but as it is, I don't know. How much does it take to drop the city defenses? 80% success rate, but it is a little bit pricey, so. I think we're okay right now, though. I'll do this. Anyway, but you stay there for this turn. Okay, more worker stuff. So we did repair that over at Frankerzy, where we're mostly just adding, because we still have a ton of food here, more than we need. I think we just keep adding water mills wherever we can. I think we can put another water mill here. Because the water mill is much better than a workshop. And it's not like workshops are bad, they're just... Alright, seriously. There we go. Because we still have +9 food per turn here, which is more than the city needs. Like, that's a lot of... Oh, we can put a water mill here. Nice. Alright, meanwhile, at Hollywood, as you guys suggested, right here, really nice suggestion, I did not see that. Now, suddenly we jump across the world and then we jump back again, because unit cycling is dumb. Alright, there we go. So that's better tile work than that. And we'll do that to grow a turn faster. And now it just grows onto these tiles. I guess we should lumber mill that tile so it's actually usable. Anyway, over here, you guys, no. We're gonna water mill that. Because that's just a cottage that hamlet tile. Alright, I was like, I do have them all doing the correct action, don't I? Alright. That looks pretty good. Let's do that so you grow faster. Gotta fill up that granary food box for the first time. And you are going to chop a forest for Parkland to get that granary done faster. Alright, drafting time. So Field Goal Blues can't draft. We got to go a little bit past this in this cycle. Alright, Shrine Time, I don't want to draft off that city. It's too good. Oxmal is perfectly happy to draft there. And again, I want some more rifles over here, in part because it would take forever to get over there to the left-hand side, but also because I do want some actual defensive units here, just in case we would get, what's his name, would get frisky. I do still have some workers sleeping here. Why don't you help with that? And water treatment is another city that just, whatever. Like, these units could be rifles if I need them to be. That looks good. Okay. So I think this is the last turn I'm going to do. I'm going to do this turn for physics, and let's see. I think we can take one of these cities. I don't know if we can take both of them. It's going to depend on if there's a bunch of rifles or not. Looks like we caught some enemy spies. So now I think we'll go for steam power, because I don't really see any of the other AIs researching it. And we would need it for railroad anyway. I think it's more likely we'll be able to steal steel than steal steam power. The AIs often ignore steam power for a long time. Like, electricity wouldn't be terrible either, but the AI also tends to have a high preference on this tech. Like, the +2 commerce on water mills would be pretty nice. Alright, so we finished, let's get some airships out of some of these cities. I'm going to try to just get a round of airships out of a lot of them. Like, Shrine Time's a really good economic city, but I want a round of airships quickly. All right, San Francisco came out of resistance. I guess we need to rename that city. Pretty good stuff. I mean, we'll fix it up. But still a pretty good city. I think I'd rather work that tile. All right, that's it. Did the enemy, like, do anything? All right, so J-Man does have some rifles. He absolutely upgraded to rifles. All right, let's start with Oporto, and then we'll work our way. Well, depending on how things go at Oporto, we may or may not be able to make a play for this city. All right, so hopefully we can get the defenses down. 80%. Gotta cross those fingers for this. All right, we got it. Nice. Okay. So we definitely are going to use our collateral here. Now remember, we saved our collateral earlier. In that previous battle, we saved it. So that we could use it in a situation like this. Because we didn't really need it before. So we got at least one hit on the rifle. I think we got one. Oh, he got a great general. Unfortunately, he got it in the city we just attacked. So, yeah, we got one hit. But no defenses, and we're going to do collateral here. Can we get one hit? Okay. As long as we get one hit on the unit itself. Actually, we got multiple hits. It's at least 3, I think. That catapult, or trebuchet did its job well. Oh yeah, knocked the rifle down to 3 health. Wow. Good stuff. All right, so we injured all of the rifles. Let's get a little bit more collateral damage. Unlike the Trebs, who maybe have some minor chance of coming back alive, the catapults truly have no shot to survive. There's one more rifle at 13 health. I want to get some damage on that guy. All right, we got him down to 10 health. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Got some collateral on everything. One more, because I want to hit that. That rifle is still defending. I want to hit that rifle. All right. So they all died as expected, but the rifles are at 9, 6, 6, and 3. And the war elephants took some damage too, although I'm not so much worried about them. All right, let's start using our rifles then, because they can only attack here. Pinch guy gets the best odds. Now that pinch promotion's coming in handy. Yeah, we don't even get a rifle as a result. All right. Well, they all get swords, so. I think I have enough units between all the rifles here and these calves. We'll see. Oh, we got a great general in Shrine Time. Shrine Time. That must have been a drafted unit. All right, well, you can, great general, you can start making your way over to Pigapalooza, although it's going to take a little while to get there. All right, back to the action. Mace. Interesting that the rifles are damaged enough that they don't even defend right now. All right, so if I use an unpromoted rifle, get the rifle matchup. I want to kill the rifles because they get good odds against they get better odds against the calves. That's my priority on units trying to kill. I guess they've taken enough damage now, it doesn't really matter. So I'm hoping I have enough just actual attackers to kill everything in here. I may be just short. I thought I had enough, but I could be wrong. Also important to kill those rifles so that we can, if we do come up short, that they don't get a chance to heal and promote. How many units? Yeah, I don't know if I have enough to kill all those catapults that have been stuffed in there. I just don't... I think I might just not physically have enough attackers left to kill everything. Yeah, look, now it's only 87. Let's see if we can hold that for later units. Don't forget the city defenses will be back next turn too. Great General Knight to the rescue. Yeah, the extra movement. No, I think we're actually several units short of being able to capture this. Because there's quite a few units in here. Wait, I have another promotion. I should use that. There we go. 89 to 96 is a pretty big jump in terms of getting better odds. I mean, don't get me wrong, we are slaughtering a lot of units here, but there's only so many attackers I could get up next to the city. Because I did sweep over here to hit Braganza. That's okay. This guy even has shock to be useful against the pikes. Alright, so I have one more rifle. Well, we'll kill what we can then. Unfortunately, there's a crippled rifle in there that we weren't able to kill. And then a bunch of siege units. Alright, well, there's only so many units that he can use to reinforce. We're able to kill most of the units in there. Unfortunately, that Great General will get a chance. Because none of these units over here can make it to the city in time. Now, how about this city? How many units are in here? 3 rifles, a war elephant, and a crossbow. How many units do we have that can attack? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think that's enough. I think we need to hold off on this city for another turn. I think Oporto is pretty much done for at this point. Even if he puts a couple more units in there, I think we'll get it next. I think we'll be able to get both cities next turn, honestly, because I have a lot of units moving up. Like, both of these rifles will be in a position to hit that city. And we have a ton of calves that are moving up. So we can put all these calves in position to hit both cities. Like right here. I'm obviously going to wipe out this catapult that's just randomly standing here. Yeah, so I have enough units. I think I can get both cities next turn. Also have another healthy cav here that can move up. These units should move to Pharaoh where they can heal. They'll take forever to heal in enemy territory. Alright, you are fine. Yeah, you're fine here. Actually, you can move up too. Because you actually have a promotion. So not bad. We killed almost everything in that city. Almost everything. Yeah, and then most of these calves will be healed to full next turn. Okay, so not bad. Let's see if we can track down that. Oh no, he's... Wait, do I have open borders? I don't think I do, no. Well, as soon as you slip out of Incan waters... as soon as you slip out of Incan waters, you'll be full health next turn. Okay. And you guys can hang out in that city. Let's see. I was going to say I can move up the spy in the boat, but I don't think that actually helps me here. Alright, so we still got a bunch of units to move up. Good spot to be in. That's fine. Alright, down here at Silver Lining. We actually are working this tile, so I guess we should improve it. You're going to chop that, as I said. Right, watermill this. Okay, let's see. Now it's down to +8 food, which is still an awful lot, but I guess we'll workshop a few of these tiles
Jawohl.
as we like try to reconfigure our territory for the post state property era. All right, Posh City. That looks better there. Hoover Coast. I think you guys move in this direction. I think there's still some work to be done over here. It's like we could lumber mill this tile, or we could just chop it. Oh, wait, actually, no, no city can work this. So why don't you just chop it? It's not in the radius of any city. And then you can keep moving and do other stuff next turn. All right, this gallion's going to pick up this spy, head over to Sitting Bull to steal whatever the next tech he comes up with is. That's what we'll steal. I don't know what that is right now, but he'll come up with something. Okay, over here we need to improve some more of these tiles. I need to get a couple more workers over here. Because I can workshop some of the, like I can workshop that tile. Should work this tile for right now.
Erwarte Ihre Befehle.
Down here all right, like I said, I
Jawohl.
think it only takes 4 workers to lumber mill this. Might take an extra turn though. Nope.
Jawohl.
I guess it's 5. Nope, I was wrong. It was more than I thought. Oh my god. 7 workers to lumber mill a tundra tile? That's an awful lot. Okay. More spies. Heading off to potentially drop city borders or something. That galleon's fine there for right now. Alrighty, over here. Helping at New York. What do we want to do? Or New Pork, excuse me. New Pork. Poison his water. I mean, this is probably okay here at this city. I don't think there's a lot more to improve. Maybe you can help this worker at Portland, because the city is kind of small and sad. It needs the farms for food, and then I don't really know after that. Head up to Washington. I think that's what these workers are going to do. All right, so what do we want at Washington? It needs its market. Maybe we can chop into the market because it's unhappy. I think we want some water mills on places that are not fully developed towns, but that's most of the tiles here. Yeah, I'll chop that.
Aktion bereit.
Send another worker there to chop that.
Jawohl. Melde mich zum Dienst.
Right here we can workshop that tile. Like there's so many mature cottages, like full towns at Washington, I don't want to bulldoze those. Like a lot of them are quite nice. This tile though is only a cottage. That one we can work on. Anyway, meanwhile, over here, back in former Mayan territory, that don't need more food. This could just be workshopped. We don't need extra food here. Or could this be water milled? That would then, water mill this and then workshop this. That would work. Do the workshop first. These siege units. Poor catapults don't really have much to do. No, I didn't mistake a great artist for a spy and send it to its doom. I have a great artist here. The great artist is in case we want to culture bomb something along those front lines. No, I didn't mistake that for and send it to its doom. No. Thanks for the suggestion, but I don't think so. Not on that time. I certainly make my share of mistakes. Right, and since I was here, we'll do that. There we go. That does sound like a film idea. I agree. Mistaken for a great spy. Okay. So I was going to stop here, but now I want to capture these cities. I want to capture both of these cities. I think I can take both of them next turn. All right. What else do we still have to grab in terms of drafting? We did Oxmal and Makalaka Maka and water treatments plant last time. So Rio, who's just going to stay there against Sitting Bull getting rowdy, which hopefully he won't, but you know. Also, what is this? Spy specialist are the best specialist. Haven't we established that? Okay, we have a problem. Needs some help. Gonna need some more worker attention, but for right now, just supplies a drafty. Like I need to deal with these forests. Hollywood. Oh, I already drafted 3 times, so I'm done. All right, let's get these 2 cities, and then that'll be the end of this session. Oh, hey, rifles. Well, I'd rather have them run out and fight me than defend in a city. We actually won. Okay, I wasn't expecting to win that. Pretty happy with it, though. Anyway, and for right now, we want more Zeppelins. I need to get about a dozen of them. Beans. Now, these can definitely be turned into... Well, one of them can be turned into a... I was going to say one of them can be turned into a watermill. I think both of them can, because we can irrigate off the oasis. Just turn this into a... What? Actually, we don't even need to maintain irrigation. We have plus 15 food surplus here. I was like, wait, why am I worrying about the food lines here? We have plus 15 food per turn. That is more than we need. Okay. All right, so really good news. This city was not reinforced. The 60% defensive bonuses are back, but that's it. All right, so rifles, do your thing, because you guys can't move anywhere else. All of a sudden, now it's 70% odds instead of 99% odds. I probably should have just sent in a combat 1 first. Whoops, because the pinch didn't do anything against that longbow. The good news is that was the only unit that actually mattered in that city, but that was still very sloppy of me. I should have just sent in a combat 1 unit. So then it's just going to be killing a whole bunch of catapults. I love the way people just like fly backwards, because you know that's how combat works, right? Just like get thrown in the air backwards. Could probably turn the espionage slider up even higher. Although at this point I don't even know that I need all these points. All right, so now we've dialed it up with Wynakopek, and we can see all his cities. So let's just even out the spending for right now. Maybe slight preference on the 2 I might actually steal from. I wish I could translate this espionage points into actual like research. Well, I guess I could have bombarded with the catapults, but against the castle defenses in there, that wouldn't have done very much. So this will leave the rifles, or the cabs free to go hit that other city. I guess it's just like free XP right now. All right, and you can get the last blow. So that worked out really well. Lost 1 unit. Now the area is still completely surrounded by enemy call. Oh, look, another shrine. Do we control every shrine in the game right now? No, there's 1 more, the Hindu shrine. That's how we're ending the game. We've got to get that Hindu shrine before the game's over. We have every other holy city and the shrine, I think, in all of them. Where is the Hindu holy city, just out of curiosity? There it is. It's the Incan capital. Someday it will be ours. One day. All right, if we can take Avora, that will free up an awful lot of culture. So I'm really hoping the spy can succeed on this dice roll. It's the same 80% as before. Come on. Oh, we failed. No. 80%. This would be a completely easy victory with the city defenses down. Well, we're still going to go for it anyway, but it's going to be a lot more bloody now. Only 4 rifles. 4 rifles can't stand up to this many calves, but still, that's a bit unfortunate. But this means a lot of calves are going to die. Whereas that would have been like a easy victory. Now it is not. All right, do we have people who can take pinch? Let's break up the group. I'm sure we have some. Like this guy. So not great odds here. But the calves that don't have pinch would have fared even worse. Okay, that was not a good combat for us. We didn't get much damage at all. We got 1 hit, and then, yeah, that was pretty unlucky. We should have done more damage than that. Well, send in more calves. At least we have decent retreat odds. All right, like that. That works. All right, so we've crippled 2 rifles, seriously injured another one. So there's kind of only 1 rifle we really still need to deal with. I'm going to save the formation guy for the... we have multiple formation ones. That's handy. Now, do we have anyone else who can take pinch? No. So we just have to send combat 3 and hope for the best. Hey, not bad. We sucked out and won at low odds. I think we only had like 25% odds to win, although we've been taking a lot of 25s, so. All right, so Rifle's still the top defender. So, yeah, but now we've got like 50-50 odds to come back alive. But we did not. That's unfortunate. Okay, so just 2 War Elephants, and we have formation guys who can deal with that. Now, the War Elephants don't get the 60% defensive bonus, so, yep, now it suddenly goes to 91% against a unit that doesn't get that bonus. I know I have another formation one, too. There we go. 97, because the previous War Elephant was Combat 2, and this one is flanking. Promotion. All right, and we have more than enough to finish this off. So we knew it would be bloody, but like there just aren't enough defenders to hold that city, and that's what matters. So we should send our injured units back down. No, we can send our injured units to a Porto. Or a Vor. We'll figure it out. Figure out where we can send our injured units. Can probably get a set. You know what? I could put the Great General Medic on this tile, and it would heal units on here and here and here. So that's probably where I put the Great General Medic next turn. But for right now, we need to finish off these units, so... Any fishing for an extra promotion on anyone? No, doesn't really matter. Okay. And now you see the shock guys are not really going to be useful at this point. But since we're just finishing off injured units, shock will work just fine for that. So Commando is really good against other human players, but it doesn't really do a whole lot against the AI, because the AI defends everywhere. You can't really like run into a back line and hit a soft target because the AI is programmed to defend all its cities. So Commando doesn't really do a whole lot against the AI. All right, so we did in fact get both cities as we were hoping. And that frees up a lot of cultural space. There's a Scotland Yard in this city too. Nice. Now we'll just play out the rest of this turn and get set up. But like this is, we freed up a lot of territory now. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, still 7 cities to go. Like that's not nothing, but we took out about half of Portugal this turn in this session. Maybe we'll be able to take out the rest in the next session. J-Man's going for physics, which is a tech we already have. Sitting Bull, who knows? I'm hoping he'll go for steel. I would love to get steel. Like, we already have music, we already have divine right, we already have nationalism, we already have education, we already have astronomy. We don't have medicine, that would be fine to take. And we're researching steam power. So there's not a lot we can get from him. Wake up the workers by shrine time. I mean, they're working already. Okay, so Seattle did come out of resistance, by the way, if you guys want a name for Seattle. Let me finish moving the military units. What's our next target, by the way? Probably Lisbon, which is very poorly defended. Probably Lagos and Lisbon. Do I have some healthy units here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these guys can get all the way up to this tile. Holy cow. They can actually hit Lagos or Lisbon next turn. So I'll keep the Great Artist in Braga for right now, just in case we want to do any cultural shenanigans. All right, so I'm going to need some slow movers to defend cities. Like, you can defend Devora.
Zur Aktion bereit.
Also get you up to the front
Alle
lines, too.
vollzählig, zur Stelle. Was benötigen Sie?
You guys, why don't you move here? Because then you're only one turn away from being next to Lagos. Is that the... Lisbon, not Lagos. Lisbon.
Jawohl.
So these units didn't move. They're not full health, though. I'm wondering, though, if I should just use them to try to blitz into and hit Lisbon next turn. Now, the prudent thing would be to stop and heal them. The reckless thing would be to push forward with these injured units and try to get the kill. I mean, do they all have promotions?
Stehe zu Dienste.
You
Haben Sie
don't.
einen Plan?
You do.
Was benötigen Sie?
You definitely need to heal somewhere. All right, so where do I want to put the units to heal them? Since these guys can move, I guess Evora is probably the place to go for healing.
Was benötigen Sie?
But yeah, 2 of these guys have promotions, so...
Was benötigen
I mean,
Sie?
there's only 2 units on defense in this city. If they don't get upgraded to rifles, it's an easy capture. If they both get upgraded to rifles, it's a lot harder. You do not have a promotion, so I will send you to heal.
Ihre Befehle?
But you do, so I will send you forward. All right. By the way, I have not been building enough calves to replace them. I really should probably just have a bunch of cities start cranking calves. And that's getting interrupted by the fact that I set some cities on longbow builds. I think it was maybe a mistake to build the jail. I think it was probably a mistake to build the jail and the intelligence agency in this city. I think I should have just kept cranking calves, since it's the heroic epic city. Oh well. But like that was 6 turns. That could have been like 5 more calves. I think I would have rather just had 5 more calves than, oh wait, I have 2,500 espionage points per turn. Do I really need more? Probably not. Oh well.
Zur Aktion bereit.
So we had suggestions here. Guns N' Roses, Sbarro. I like the Sbarro. By the way, I actually like Sbarro. I know it's not like elegant food or anything, but I actually like Sbarro. I've gotten a number of meals over the years at a food court with the Sbarros. Oh hey, we have some catapults. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't see how they can get to the front lines fast enough to do anything, but I'll continue slowly sending them forward. Yeah, if this is well defended next turn, we just wait a turn for the rifles to move up. But I think these are the next 2 cities we hit, and then we just like clockwise go through the remaining cities. It's not even a good road over here. All right, anyway, so let's keep pushing forward. No, there's no city south of Lagos. Good question, but the borders you see do come from Lagos. If some of the slow movers get a chance to heal, they could like start walking towards this city because it'll take them a while to get there while the calves like run around on the edges. All right, you'll be full health next turn. Yeah, a lot of these units will be back to full health. You are already full health, so go join the party. I mean, we're well positioned to go take that city. So Avoro is where we'll heal next turn. You spy. Let's see. I'll move you in this direction for right now. You also probably need to start heading in that direction. But I might be able to schedule a pickup. Oh, you're going to be 1 turn out of being dropped off. Well, that's okay. Here's another cav. All right, I think we were going to chop this. Try to get that market done faster. Suddenly we're over here. Another cav. Go join the fight. All right, I think we have enough. Because we have, what is it, 4 calves here, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, another 4 calves, although some of them are injured. It'll just depend on how many units are in Lisbon next turn. If it's like 2 or 3 units, then we'll just run over them with casualties as needed. But like I said, it just is going to depend on how well defended it is. All right, now that the front lines have moved up, I can also move some extra units out of some of these cities. Because you want 2 defenders if you think they're going to get attacked, but if they don't get attacked, then you just need 1 to curb unhappiness. Alrighty, so over here we finished. Alright, I think this city's good now. Actually get a lot of culture from running the specialists. How about water treatment and Rio? I think we might want to workshop 1 or 2 of these tiles. Obviously we can't water mill here. Because, this tile's not even roaded. Oh. Move on that tile and road it. 2 of you can road that next turn. As for you guys, again, not wanting to break irrigation lines. This tile I think we can workshop. Alright, where did that Portuguese ship go? Lost sight of it? Oh well. This ship is still here in case we need to grab a unit, but I think right now it's not that needed. Alright, so over here we're at Franker Z. This city we can lumber mill that. All the other tiles that are riverside are like mature cottages, so... although, actually no, this one just turned into a hamlet, so we'll replace that. Let's have some of you guys move back in this direction, because I think there's some stuff we can do. Like, I think Sydney Barks probably... yeah, probably has more food than it needs now. This tile can be a workshop, because that will still keep the irrigation going to that tile. Alright, back here at our favorite tundra locale. Let's move you guys up to Washington. This city mostly just needs to get over its unhappiness. Because like as soon as it can work 2 more tiles, it'll have enough food. Yeah, it's almost... Can we drop that down to 2 turns remaining? Because the unhappiness is annoying here. I guess not. Alright, that city is mostly okay. Let's workshop this tile. Yeah, we'll leave this for right now. And get up there to some of these cities. Give a quick recap on what happened this session? Sure. So as we do our last drafts here, basically what happened in this session is we finished off Lincoln. We had taken out about half of Lincoln last time, and we were able to take out the other half of Lincoln. And then we just regrouped for like a turn. And then we started going after Portugal. And we managed to hit Portugal just before Portugal finished researching rifling tech, which was pretty important for us. So Hollywood, and then what's the next city in order? Amerikastad. Sure nice that all these American cities I can draft out of as soon as America's culture is gone. Okay, that looks pretty good there. Yeah, it sure is nice I can start making use of that. Alright, so a super successful session. we took out one of our remaining opponents, and we severely injured. We've kind of crippled J-Man. Like we said, we took half his empire, and we shouldn't have too much trouble running through the rest. Now, he did get to rifling tech, but I don't know if he's going to have time to upgrade that many units. If we look at the power chart, yeah, I mean, his power has been falling pretty severely. And then the next one in line after him is Wynakapak, who is like not building units. I don't know what else to say. Wynakapak does have rifling, but like he doesn't have many units. He has a very small military. So we also just finished physics, and we haven't had a chance to deploy our airships yet, but they will help out quite a bit too because they'll be able to airstrike. Like once we get up to a dozen of them, we'll be airstriking units. Those rifles that are so annoying, we can take the top 25% health off of all of them. We should be able to finish this, if not in the next session, certainly I think in 2 more sessions. We're at 43% land area, and we have quite a bit of territory. It's a little hard to see because we have the gray borders, but like we have quite a bit of territory that'll come out of resistance. Like this is another, like I said, I think that we'll probably have to kill Wynakapak, but I think that'll do it. I think we have to take out the remainder of Portugal and then Inca. So hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a fun stream for me. Like I wouldn't say like the outcome of the game is in doubt. It's not like maybe super suspenseful, but I'm enjoying it. And being unable to use the research slider does make for kind of an interesting game. So we'll go from there. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye.